Usually have open mics at 2 o'clock. Today we're having at 1. So it took us more effort to come here. So I'll say hi again, okay? This time, say it like you mean it, okay? Hi.
Hi.
See, so nice you guys are. Just not the first time. Do you guys want to come sit ahead? It's honestly these many of us. We're 10 people on the list. We might have 1 or 2 more performers here and there, but that's about it. And also we have another show at 4 o'clock, so we have to wrap it up as early as I can. So that's why we started now, hoping we can have some conversations, have some fun, listen to you guys. Thank you. Thank you for coming. You guys want to come? Yeah, anywhere? It's nice to see very familiar faces all throughout. Maybe I don't know two of you probably. So hi sir, hi. Is this your first time? That first time ever or first time Habitat? First time Habitat, okay. Where was your first time ever? Like first time ever. Okay. So now you're professional now. You've done this. Hey, I'm just asking. You finished your graduation last week. That's so cute, dude. I also want to finish my graduation last week. Anyways, okay. So what did you graduate in? BMM. Okay. And what now? Like, are you going to join an ad firm? Are you going to...
I'm not letting myself in any job. It will shift for 1 month.
Okay. So 1 month is chill. It's really cool, dude. I wish I had so much life balance when I was in college. It was just like college में placement. But even your college placement, you know, people...
I did internship in year, third year.
You did full third year internship?
Not
Okay. Like whenever you had to. Okay. Damn. So where did you work in the internship?
super.
What is I really...
It's a startup company in Andheri.
Okay.
I have to content writer.
Okay. Is it interesting? Is BMM, do you like media? Do you like being a part of media in any way?
Advertising.
Okay. Yeah, it is. Advertising, one of the best things and the most annoying things in the world. Like both. It serves both. Because I don't know how many of you watch sports. So like, I watch football, I watch cricket, and I watch F1. Cricket, the worst is every 6 balls, same ads, okay? First 4 times it's fascinating. You're like, oh, Ranveer Singh. Oh, like that guy. Oh, like that guy. Then after the third ad, you're like, bro, Virat Kohli is playing, and then he's coming in the ad. And then I can see Rohit Sharma fielding, and then he's on the ad. And then I see one more person fielding. I'm like, fuck, these guys have just taken over the... So yeah, it's too much. After the 4th, I'm like, bro, it's lockdown. Jio had given like a big sponsorship in IPL. So there was Deepika and Ranveer's ads playing constantly. And my brother works in sports, so he has to watch every single ball of the game, right? But he's numbed the ads. So like when ads are going on, he can just sit and stare at the screen and he's not receiving any information. And I tried asking him, how do you just like take it in? He's like, you have to, like you can't do anything. And he's like, after the 4th time, Ranveer Singh is merged into any other person he wanted to be because it's that many times he's come on screen. But yeah, ads, okay, that's interesting. And you, ma'am, are you coming for the first time ever?
Yeah.
First time Habitat, but you perform elsewhere also.
Yeah.
Where was your first time ever?
Near my place only.
Okay. Where was that? Where are you from? Where? Kharghar, okay. So, One Nest, no. Okay. One Nest is in Kharghar is all I know. Okay. That's interesting. And how long back was that?
I think after the lockdown, so 2020.
Okay. And you've been writing before that, or was it the lockdown? Are you like...
I've been writing since college.
Okay, but you never felt like perform karna hai ya kuch? Okay. That's cool, man. You made it here. That's really cool that you came here today. Very exciting. That's nice. Who else? I don't know. Hi, ma'am. Are you... you've come here before? You...
I have come here, but not for poetry.
Oh, you come for...
Comedy.
Okay. So you're doing first time ever in life. Oh my God, guys, come on. Yeah. Guys, we all put effort on Sunday. Give little energy at least, little. I'm also trying. You also need to try. Okay. So first time ever. But you've been writing for long enough. No. You started writing now.
Things happen.
Okay. I was getting to that only, but you already mentioned. I was like, any specific reason why I started writing now? Because I think I started writing when I was 10, okay? And I started writing because I was very scared. And I was very like shy and extremely scared of human beings. So I'm like, this is my only way I can express. And most people I meet tell me that. Except some people who say, lockdown ke baad chalu kiya. Lockdown as a reason I can understand. It was a very fucked up time, right? It's better to like write and remove it. But it could be any specific reason, right? So I like to ask, but cool. Thanks for letting me know that, and thank you for coming. Very happy that you guys have all decided to come here and be with us. The rest of you have come here before, so I don't know if I should really like do this. I mean, I don't know. Like, do you want the attention on a Sunday? Like, but it'll become personal conversation. It'll just be like, और फिर कल क्या किया, आज क्या करना है, कल क्या कर रहेगा. So it's a little that. Anyways, hi ma'am. You come here before for poetry?
Yeah, in November.
Okay. And then you, no, yeah. I know. Yeah. It's very difficult to get a slot, even to host. I can't. But you performed before.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing now in life?
I'm a social media consultant
Okay. In what kind of place? Like a.
in entertainment only.
Okay. But like brands, ads, people, like who?
Celebrities,
Okay.
Bollywood,
Crazy. Tell us more. Now I'm like, see, I feel like there's a Bombay thing. Okay, I want to talk about Bombay also today. This is a very Bombay thing, right? Just casually slipping into conversation and saying names. Like I had this friend who knows a lot of people in the industry, and she's been working in big movies. And she worked in a lot of Sanjay Leela Bhansali movies since she was 14, because she's really good at what she does. One day we're just talking, and she's just like, the other day I met Karan, and then this happened, and then that happened, okay? And I'm just sitting there. I'm just like, kaun Karan? Kiski baat kar rahi? Kuch to context de de. And she's like, Karan, dude. And I was like, kaun Karan, dude? And she's like, Karan Johar. And I was like, can you not do this so casually? Like, you're sitting with me in Villeparle East, in my house, and you're just telling me casually कि हाँ Karan के साथ कल तो chill कर रही थी मैं उसके घर पे. So now every time she takes names, I only have to like do it. She'll be like, "Oh, then Deepika." I was like, "Of course Deepika Padukone. It's not someone else, right?" So it's very weird. So any specific person we know, I'm sure we know.
yeah,
So.
Yami, Balaji, Ekta.
First person.
Yeah, I don't understand this. With my own friends, I'm not so confident. I give their full names, and your people are just like Shah Rukh and what's that other guy, Salman, and like what's some of these guys. God. So do you get to interact with them as much, or is it more just work? You do? Aren't they nice people? That's my first question. Is that not your question? If you know someone who's worked first hand with someone, is that not your first thing saying, how is he as a human being, right? Is he a dick that I think he is, or is he actually a nice person? Most often than not, I'm not going to complete that sentence. They're nice? Okay. Do you just have to say that because it's your job? It's fine. But you're having fun, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you from Bombay?
No, I'm from Rajasthan.
Oh, crazy.
This year only.
Oh. Wow, dude. Straight into the business. Like, straight. You're just like, hi, Yami, what's up? How's it going? That's nice. Was it culturally shocking? Because even I'm from Bangalore. I'm not from Bombay. It wasn't. You're the first person saying that, dude. Even people in Bombay tell me they're culture shocked sometimes at this city. That's exciting, man. That's good. Nice. I have nothing to say because I'm. Anyone else not from Bombay? Anyone else not from Bombay? Oh, most people. Okay. Culture shock. Okay, cool. That's all. I just wanted to know if I'm also feeling what someone else also feeling what I'm feeling. Otherwise, like, because you're the first person. Otherwise, usually people really like feel like culture shock. But you were okay. You just adjusted into the city.
I'm out since 8 years now. So
But where were you before this?
Gujarat,
Okay.
like Ahmedabad and then Vadodara, then
Yeah.
back to Ahmedabad and now in Bombay.
Wow, dude, you've been in Gujarat more than I have.
You're from Gujarat.
I am a Gujarati, but I'm not from Gujarat. I'm from Bangalore. But yeah, I have to identify as a Gujarati. My surname is Shah, so like. But I'm Gujarati, guys. It's very exciting. More exciting part is I'm Jain. Yeah. But this is why you guys like cheer and hoot and be like, yeah, underground warriors. Some shit like that. Yeah. It was very hard for me to comprehend when I was growing up because other people who were vegetarian were told, you're vegetarian, right? For me, it was more like, you're vegetarian, but you can't even eat vegetables, right? And I was like, that makes no sense whatsoever. And then it took a lot of time for them to be like, this is underground, so this is there. And then we had doubts saying, what about this, what about that? They're like, oh fuck, like it's very hard. And it's supposed to be onion, garlic, carrot, potato, okay? If my dad's watching, I don't know if he's watching. He's very strict with all this, as in with himself. He's like, I'm not going to eat it. You guys eat whatever you want. My mom and dad follow that. But they don't completely follow it. They're like, सब कुछ नहीं खा सकते तो कैरेट डाल देते साइड से ठीक है नहीं खाना चाहिए बट खा लेते साइड से ऐसे चलता है onion, garlic, and potato are our biggest warriors. Biggest enemies. Yeah, enemies that we don't
You
like.
guys are the warriors.
We are the warriors, yeah, apparently. But we can't fight. We can't fight, we can't yell, everything has points. We run a karma game, and then every Paryushan, if you have Jain friends who'll come up to you and say, Michhami Dukram, and you're like, what the fuck is this? Words put together. Even I didn't understand in the beginning. My parents had to explain to me, and I really like. I like Jain. I like stories. I'm a storyteller. I love stories. I love listening to stories. So that's my only association with Jainism is stories. Whatever my parents have told, I love those stories. And Paryushan story is beautiful. Like the whole point of doing that is to seek forgiveness from you, from him, from whoever in the world who have caused harm. And in that, you don't even care about that. You don't even care about who you know, who you don't know. क्योंकि जाने अनजाने में हो सकता है. And even if I meant it or didn't mean it, I seek forgiveness. And I think that's a beautiful concept, is to seek forgiveness, is to understand why you're doing this, because we all are idiots and we'll end up fucking up things. And then when it comes to telling sorry, we're like, oh, now I'm going to think if I'm the bigger person or not. And you're like, just forget it, man. Just say sorry. And everyone tells sorry. And it's beautiful because also, when I was growing up, all the elders in my family did it to me. It was not just like, oh, we are old, you fucked up, you come into this, right? It was more like, hey, I'm sure I fucked up. I'm sure you fucked up. Let's just call it even. And then let's fuck up the whole year and then come back again so that I can tell you sorry. I can tell you sorry again. Okay, cool. Basic rules, okay? Some of you know, I'll still reiterate it. We have 4 minutes of time per person, okay? I know we have less people, but we also have less time. So 4 minutes per person. There's a timer right there. You can track your time. 3 minutes, 30 seconds, there'll be a light that will be flashed. And once the light is flashed, you have 30 more seconds to wrap up the piece. Please try to wrap up the piece if you can by 4 minutes. I mean, if you can, please. I can't request more than this because we've tried all sorts of techniques to tell people it's 4 minutes, but we found this the most non-violent in its approach. So we thought we'll choose this because also I'm Jain, so so that is one. Second, have fun. You woke up, right, on a Sunday morning. It's 1 o'clock. You came here. You got ready. You were like, today I'm going to perform a piece. This is it. So you're here. Have fun. Have a lot of fun. This is your space to come explore. Open mic is a place where you come experiment, try out stuff. Because lighting is a lone process, right? You write and you think it's great, right? Until you don't come and then I don't read it out to you and you all are looking at me saying, what does that mean? That has no sense. Then I'm like, okay, makes sense. I thought too much of it. So the whole process is this. We come, we learn, we fuck up. The more you fuck up, the great it is because you're learning then, right? That doesn't mean you fuck up on purpose, but if you want to, and if you land up fucking up, it's completely okay, right? No one's going to judge you. No one's going to look at you oddly. People would rather clap and cheer, which is very weird as a human being because everyone outside the world is like, you need to do this right, you need to do perfect. And here you fuck up people clapping for you and you're like, 1 second, this is too much for me to take. I don't know how to deal with this. So cheer, clap, okay. These many people, I think there might be 2-3 more people. आए तो आए नहीं आए तो ठीक है हम लोग करेंगे party आज ठीक है for 2 hours. So have fun, celebrate each person who's coming because it takes a lot for you to come here and do what you do. 4 minutes, have fun. Trigger warning, if you want to give a trigger warning, I really think we should not ruin someone's Sunday. Does someone have plans today? Does anyone have plans after this? Yeah? Okay, cool. A lot of people come to Sunday open mic and say, this is my plan. And I'm like, that's it. और कुछ है ही नहीं मतलब दिन में. You woke up, you went to have that open mic. Okay, bye. I am hibernating now for the rest of the day. Okay, so let's not ruin anyone's Sunday. Okay, I'm sure. Is anyone working today? Anyone working? Okay, great. So even more reason not to ruin someone's Sunday. Okay, have fun today. Trigger warning हो गया और क्या? We're live streaming this. For those of you who don't know, we have a channel called Habitat Studios. We live stream by 3 cameras. We set it up. We live stream it on our channel. You guys can get the link to it after the open mic is over on our channel. Upload it on our social media. Please give credit. It's weird to ask for credit. It's like, My theory is I gave you money and I have to ask you for my money. But it's weird for me to ask for my money again, just like credits. I'm like, you saw, right? I was here. We did this. And then now I'm like, hey, you remember that day, So please, it'll really help us a lot. It'll really help us just reach out and also get work because we're freelancers and we want to be busy lancers. I know that's a bad one. Never mind. We want to be busy lancers from now on. Life is going great and monsoon is going to come and then season will shut and then we'll have to cry in a house. Anyways, leave it. Okay. Can we do one more favor? Can you guys just come and fill this part? Also because we're live streaming this, so it looks like half the room is there and half the room decided not to show up today. Thank you guys. Really appreciate it. I want to talk to you guys, but also talk about Bombay. So we'll see where we'll try to fit this in the middle, you know. Because a lot of you are not from Bombay, so it's even more exciting. And the ones who are from Bombay, I'm very curious to know what you think about this city. Because I've never asked this. When I host, I only ask people, Bombay ke bahar se. Because I'm like, Bombay wale ka kya hai, dude? Itna bhav to milta hai, fir abhi kya? And Bombay people don't get surprised. You know, when you tell them something like a fact that only exists in Bombay, they're like, तो ये तो होता है. And I'm like, नहीं, बाहर निकल. देखो लोनावला पुणे तक भी नहीं दिखेगा ये. It's only a Bombay thing. So it's very weird to convince people to do that. Anywho, I will call you first person, okay? Wow. I could meditate in this silence, guys. The silence I'm looking for in a long time. Okay, so when I call the person, you guys cheer, you guys clap, you guys hoot like they're your best friend. We can pretend for one. Come on. And if you're not, maybe you'll become friends with that person. You never know. Maybe all become friends today. I don't know, man. I just like manifesting things. And if it happens, it happens. Cool, okay. I'll call the first person. Are you guys excited? You can tune in the energy to like 50% more, but yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. Can we please start? First person, guys, go mad. First person. Can we please have Penaz? No? Did I say the name? No? Is there a person here named Penaz? Penaz? No? Okay.
That person had other plans.
Yeah, clearly, dude. Who comes here, gives name, and just fucks off? Like, there is no... No? How did you imagine it like this? Because also it sounds like Penaz Kagas. It sounds like pen and kagas. Like, I don't... You are?
Pen or kagas.
It's pen or kagas, Yash. I said it right.
That's autocorrect.
Him.
Him.
It's a him. That him, that. Okay. Pen or kagas. Oh, I was right then. Pen. Okay.
It's autocorrect.
It is autocorrect. Yeah, it is autocorrect. It was like, तू pen लिखने के phone is like, नहीं bro, pen नहीं होगा, कुछ और होगा.
Must be a girl.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He never asked me real name.
Oh. He asked you for a pen name?
No, he asked
Oh,
me,
okay.
what are your names? Just pen or kagas. My Insta ID.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. This happens sometimes. What's your name, bud?
Aniket.
Okay. How did this come about?
I write Hindi and English to pen or kagas.
अरे क्या बात है. Simple, dude. Very simple, very sweet. I thought there'll be some like, one day I woke up and then it was raining and I saw the pen and the I don't know, kagas and... I think monsoon is a great time to write. Don't you guys think? Yeah? You anyways feel gloomy. You don't... Even if nothing sad happens, you just wake up and you're like, yes, I'm sad today. You know, poetry can help me, something like that. So it's really fun. I really like writing monsoon, especially in Bombay because I don't have to step out.
मॉनसून में हम वो भी बहाना मार सकते हैं ना, बारिश में जाके रो रहे हैं ताकि आंसू ना
Oh my God. We used to use these quotes when I had my first crush, which is like 35,000 years back, when it was like, I will walk in the rain so that no one can watch my tears.
This is Orkut days.
Orkut, yeah. How many of you were on Orkut over here? Anyone on Orkut? Okay, quite some people. Okay. The other people don't know. Okay, cool. We'll come back. ठीक है. We'll call the first person. Now we know. You're all clarified. Okay, let's go. Together. Can we please have pen or kagas?
Check. Okay, so this is the only place you can find me talking. So 1.5 साल मैं yes लिखता रहा and finally I am here with this. Okay, so मैं शायरी करता हूँ. तो आज एक पूरी गज़ल नहीं, गज़ल के कुछ सेगमेंट बताऊँगा, 3 गज़ल के. आई होप यहाँ पे उर्दू ज़बान थोड़ी आती हो. मैं वैसे हालांकि बताते रहूँगा मतलब बीच में. अच्छा, मैं लिख के भूल गया कहाँ लिखा था मैंने. तो पहली गज़ल उस पर जो इंसान खुद से परेशान हो कि खुद को तमाचा रियलिटी चेक कहते हैं, वैसी गज़ल है. इसमें शब्द है नदामत, उसका मतलब है रिग्रेट. तो फ़कत जहर ही क्यों दिया जाए नदामत में खुद को, कि फ़कत जहर ही क्यों दिया जाए नदामत में खुद को. मांग के लंबी उम्र की दुआ, ताउम्र ज़िंदगी का मरीज़ क्यों ना बनाया जाए खुद को. और गुमान में रहकर महव, गुमान मतलब एटीट्यूड, महव मतलब खोए रहना, तो गुमान में रहकर महव खूब सहर की ख्वाब ज़िंदगी की, कि गुमान में रहकर महव खूब सहर की ख्वाब ज़िंदगी की, घर के मसलों से वाकिफ़ करा अब हाल ज़िंदगी में लाया जाए खुद को। और कितना खुदा बख्श इंसान हूँ, रखता ईमान हूँ, कितना नायाब हूँ मैं, कि कितना खुदा बख्श इंसान हूँ, रखता ईमान हूँ, कितना नायाब हूँ मैं, और है पहलू में एक भी दोस्त नहीं, ये भी ज़रा दिखाया जाए खुद को। दूसरी गज़ल है कि ज़िंदगी के अनेक तीरों से बचने के लिए मौत की ढाल एक ही है, कि ज़िंदगी के अनेक तीरों से बचने के लिए मौत की ढाल एक ही है, न जाने कितने रूप कितने चेहरे हैं इस ज़माने में लोगों के, हमने खुरेद के देखा हम में तो खाल एक ही है, कि मुसलसल मुसलसल मतलब कंटिन्यू, मुसलसल सिर्फ करवटें बदलता है इंसान रातों को, कि मुसलसल सिर्फ करवटें बदलता है इंसान रातों को, दौड़ता चीखता चिल्लाता जहन में ख्याल एक ही है। और जब थे फना, फना मतलब मर जाना, कुर्बत मतलब रिलेशनशिप, इसमें एक और शब्द है फिराक मतलब सेपरेशन। तो जब थे फना कुर्बते दास्तां में दिल दोनों के, तो अब ये सितम किस बात का, कि जब थे फना कुर्बते दास्तां में दिल दोनों के, तो अब ये सितम किस बात का, क्यों दौर फिराक में दिल होता बेहाल एक ही है। शुक्रिया। कि उठ उठी थी खुशी की लहर महफिलों में, कि उठी थी खुशी की लहर महफिलों में, सुनकर तुम्हारे आने का जिक्र, कि उठी थी खुशी की लहर महफिलों में, सुनकर तुम्हारे आने का जिक्र, क्यों पूरी महफिल में भीगा रुमाल मेरा एक ही है। कि रंग रूप जाति हैसियत के चलते हाँ हूँ कर दबाया है सभी ने यहाँ सभी को, कि रंग रूप जाति हैसियत के चलते हाँ हूँ कर दबाया है सभी ने यहाँ सभी को, कब्र में सभी के मुर्दा बेजान पड़े कंकाल एक ही है। और है हकीकत कि दिखता नहीं है वो खुदा इंसानों को ज़माने में, कि है हकीकत कि दिखता नहीं है वो खुदा इंसानों को ज़माने में, औरों में उसे ढूंढ उसे महसूस करने का कमाल एक ही है। वक्त बचा है थोड़ा, सही 10 सेकंड ही बाकी। तो मेरा एक पसंदीदा शेर है, वही कह देता हूँ, जिसमें 2 शब्द है, बाशिंदा मतलब सिटीज़न और संजीदगी मतलब ये सीरियसनेस। तो बड़े इत्मीनान संजीदगी इत्मीनान से सुनते हैं वो मेरी सभी बातों को, कि बड़ी संजीदगी इत्मीनान से सुनते हैं वो मेरी सभी बातों को, जो मेरे फसाने के बाशिंदे तक नहीं, हंसता हूँ मुस्कुराता हूँ मैं अपने हर किस्सों में, ए मुसाफिर क्या ये कोई बदसलूकी तो नहीं।
Don't do that, man. Come on. It's first time at Habitat. Come on, clap like you mean it. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I usually ask at this point what, like when to start writing, but we already had that conversation, so I'll ask you something else. When was the last time you took a holiday? Oh, you're taking a holiday now. Oh. But okay, when was the last time you took a holiday before this? Like when you went out traveling. Where did you travel to?
I do alone travels.
Oh, that's nice, man. How long have you been doing that? Recently, okay. Still, big deal, man. I've been wanting to go on a solo trip for such a long time, and then before the lockdown, I was talking to my dad, and I was like, I want to come to Bangalore, go to Coorg. Coorg is a great place. So I said, I'll go Coorg alone. Like, and then I explained to him what solo trip is, and he's like, cool, let's go. And I was like, I'm supposed to go with my bag, and then he's like, yeah, let's do it. Let's go together. We'll live in separate parts of the hostel or like hotel or whatever, and we'll do our thing. I was like, no, I just want to go alone. And then he's like, "Arey, ye akela hi hota hai." I was like, logic. Anyways, where did you travel to?
Outside Mumbai.
Okay, right, outskirts?
No, trekking. I don't remember the name.
Okay, but you trekked. Okay, do you like trekking in general? Okay. Anyone else a big fan of trekking? Nice. I can't trek per se, I can walk. just because of my legs. I feel like I can take double steps and just walk faster and be like, cool, that's it. That's the joy for me. But anyways, first of all, thank you for performing. Please keep continuing to do so. If you feel like clapping, clap. It's fine. Okay, you clap. It's fine. Alone. I'm telling you, there's so much pressure on audience suddenly, like while sitting. There's so much work. There's so much pressure. Mera ye hai ki if I say something and it doesn't work, I'm like, theek hai, next segment, right? For you guys, there's so much pressure. At every person, you have to like pay attention, do so much importance, dude. Audience being there. Even though most of you are performers, but yeah, audience. Guys, I want to work on something. Since you guys are like very few of us today, we can try that. Okay, I want to work on not a material. I want to work on a genuine product. Okay, and I want to create an adult slam book. I feel like, first of all, the slam books we had were bad because they were so generic, right? So generic. Everyone failed a slam book in their lives. Everybody. Is there anyone who wants a hug? Because like it's sad, right? If you never got asked, like I never got asked a lot, and from the cool kids in the school. And in school, I was like very scared. So I was like, ठीक है मतलब नहीं भी दिया तो ठीक है बात मत कर मेरे से बस मेरे को नहीं पता मैं आगे क्या बोलूँ.
मैंने मेरी स्लैम बुक भरी है मेरे को दी.
Oh, seriously?
I've always read the first
Was
page.
it first page? Okay. You're a first page. I was going to ask you last page or first page. Okay, okay. Who was honest in the slam book? Do you even remember what honesty was at that point? It's just like trendy, right? Whatever comes in front of you, favorite color, whatever. I feel like we should have an adult slam book, which can go like, when was the last time you cried?
It should be a journal. More of.
Yeah, in a way, like a slam book only, where I can give it to you and you would honestly answer this, saying what are 3 things you truly think about yourself, right? What is the one thing you think for me, like, or what is the favorite movie that actually impacted you, not that you actually liked and your friends are talking about, like actually, right? Let's try that. What is a movie that impacted you guys? We'll go one round. I'll go call the next person, come back. We'll try different questions. Is there any movie? Think of any movie. It comes and okay. Anyone? Sorry. Tamasha. Okay. In one line, can you guys tell why? Any specific reason?
I'm living the life of what Wade is living.
Damn. Like you're in the flip after he starts performing or before?
Engineering.
Okay.
I'm a theatre performer.
Okay.
So
That's lovely.
still struggling in this too.
And you're working also somewhere, right? But that's engineering. Okay. Lovely. Thank you for sharing. Yes.
Dear Zindagi.
Dear Zindagi. Was it because of
Just
the concept
way
of...
they showed therapy, I think.
Yeah. How many of you... Give me a chair. How many of you go to therapy? Yeah. Chair bola, but okay, no problem. It's fine. It's fine. Our energy is here only for therapy. It's like, yeah, me also. Just, yeah. I love going to therapy, guys. I can't. It's such a weird... It's like she's my closest friend, but I can never call her a friend.
Yeah.
It's so good. Our relationship is so good. And there's so much mutual respect and trust that I'm just like, I want all my friends to be like this. But they can't. So yeah, Dear Zindagi for me also. Tamash also for that matter, yeah. Like I didn't have a flip from corporate to this, but I always felt like how he felt in the second half, where he was just like, there is some part of me that doesn't fit in here. And I know it doesn't fit in here. And I know that puzzles are here and I need to make a piece here. So yeah, that. And Dear Zindagi for, yeah, very emotional reasons. I'm glad I went to therapy before that because I met a lot of friends who are like, dude, therapists don't do that. And I'm like, yeah, they're not supposed to. It's a depiction of how therapists could be. It's not like the therapist takes me to walk in the beach and like on the road. We're like, घर पे बैठ के we'll create a world and do that. Yes, so thank you.
Same Tamasha.
Tamasha? Same reason you're saying like the same. Okay.
Actually, मैं हर मूवी से बहुत जल्दी इन्फ्लुएंस हो जाती हूँ जो भी
Makes sense.
देख रही हूँ.
Makes sense.
लेकिन बट तमाशा
I got influenced by Tara Rampam, so it's fine. Like, it's fine. I saw the movie and came okay, and I'm riding my cycle, and I'm like, I'm safe, dude. I'm gonna मजा आ गया मेरे को शाम को. But so yeah, I totally understand. I get influenced very easily. Nowadays I stopped, but yeah, कोई मिल गया Tara Rampam. Wow. Yes.
याद नहीं आ रहा सच.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I don't remember the name of the movie.
Yeah.
French Revolution ka Godard has
Okay.
directed it. So it's a movie that revolves around a kid who wants to see an ocean.
Oh, so in a war, like you're saying in a war. Okay.
Wants to see an ocean.
Okay, that's the plot.
Yeah.
It's very cute, man. Please, if you can find the name, let me know. This sounds like a very nice movie.
Dear Zindagi.
Dear Zindagi. Any specific reason again?
Yeah, I mean the relationship phase that she had and she needed to go to therapy.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at.
Okay. Makes sense. Thank you for sharing.
Soul. That's an
Oh my god, what a movie, dude. Any animated movie, I guess for that matter, any animated movie can just make you cry, can make you think, can make you do everything that a normal, like real movie can't. Second Coco, okay. This the way it is made. That's why. Yeah, I mean Inside Out. Yeah. And then seen Lou. I mean, I can just keep throwing animated films. We'll get to that. Thank you for sharing.
Juno. I don't know if anybody's
Yeah.
seen it.
Yeah.
That's the animated. No. Okay.
Juno was like an Oscar
Teen
winner
pregnancy.
way back.
Oh.
It's a teen
The
pregnancy.
teenager gets pregnant.
Oh.
And it's a very feel-good movie
Yeah.
in the most adverse circumstances. So that can
Because the plot itself is so like teenager getting pregnant. Now let's make a fun movie. Like this is just. Fair enough. Cool, amazing. Thank you for sharing. We'll probably do another round or I'll come back and ask you another question, okay? We'll call the next person, but keep the energy, okay? Me, it's fine. Don't throw energy at me. Don't talk to me. Don't throw energy at me. But for people, throw energy, okay? Cool. Let's start clapping. Everyone, one more. Together, come on, together. Can you please have Ishmi? What happened? This guy stopped clapping. Come on, keep clapping. She's coming here only. Little more. Come on, till she comes on stage. A nice welcome.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Yeah, so dear Zindagi, still need therapy. Trying to search for a therapist. So please send the contacts. Yeah, all of my poetries are in English. I'm an English writer. I write Hindi, but आज की सारी English में है. So this one is actually, that scared little girl inside. Even if you're maybe 30, 40, whatever your age is, but still you have that scared little girl you have. So this one is on her. Her life wasn't perfect. Her life wasn't a fairy tale. Her life wasn't a story of mystery. It was a story of hurdles, a story of pain, a story of panic. From being the little girl, she became a woman. From being the dancing girl, she became silent. Her life wasn't the story of being alive. Her life wasn't the story of death. It was a story of a lifetime, filled with aches, filled with tears. Hers was not the story of scared little girl. Hers was a story of finding a purpose. I have another one. Thoda motivational hai, so I hope you guys like it. Live to each day. With ferns of your petal, I live to each day. Like a ray of 1,000 galaxy nights smiling at me. With the wrinkle of your face, I live to each day. Like the sound of your laughter beaming towards me. Only to reach out to the most panicked, closed part of me. Humanize the world. For what? To get the resources, to the values. Humanize the world, not for the past or the future, but for the present. Don't fret. Humanize today and change your mind and the world forever. I hope I have time. So I have one more, last one. Control. I think this is something that each of us want to do, but don't want to do. We're always at a crossroad. A 6-letter word with every bit of insecurity and boldness. This word is black and white. Everything wrapped in a bundle of symphonies. Either we control over or get controlled. We are that passenger glooming over the train, over the forgotten train. I wish to be a control freak, but less than. Less than those heavily filled nights, less than those drunken weekends, less than those burdened years. With every burden, only flowing, never static. Thank you.
First time in life. First time over here. First time, anyways. First time. Guys, come on. Together. Yeah. Thank you so much. It's really cool. I love writers. I love hanging out with writers because you could talk in metaphors and they will not question you saying, why did you suddenly bring a building in between? You're like, because I felt like, okay? And a writer gets it. You don't. It's so hard. My friends really get confused, dude. They're like, तो हम अभी रास्ते की बात कर रहे थे, तू clouds की बात क्यों कर रहा है suddenly? I'm like, that's how I see the world. Okay. Okay, cool. So guys, slam book. I'm trying to look for like slam book questions that they already had to be like what. But you guys think we should have a real slam book, like an adult slam book? I really want to work on a book where we can literally give adults and we can tell each other like honest truth, right? What kind of, if you, I'm just throwing it, okay? What kind of questions would you like to be asked if you were given an adult slam book?
I think seeing the world today, one of the major questions would be a trauma trigger warning.
yeah. You know what? One of my options was that, like, what are your triggers? Because we know our triggers now. We know what like annoys us. Earlier, that was just like, समझ में नहीं आ रहा यार. Sad क्यों लग रहा है?
जरूरी है disclaimer.
Well, okay, triggers. Right below that, movies that impacted you.
Yes.
Values.
Like values like impacted. 1 second, sorry. Okay.
I feel these slam books can only be used for like strangers or something. Because अपने दोस्तों को देंगे तो गालियाँ देख के दे देंगे. You know,
Yeah,
people who are
yeah.
not emotionally available.
Yeah.
People who are actually.
It's not for them. I feel like it's not. For them, they look at this book as a blank notebook where they're like, क्या करूँ फिर मैं नाम लिखूँ इसमें ओम लिखूँ क्या लिखना है मेरे को, right? So you don't. I'm saying it's for people. I think also to create deep connection. It's like if I asked you right now, you know what your triggers were, and if I shared mine, it's like there is some layer of us that kind of connects and finds each other. I'm sure some of our triggers, a lot of it will match. If I start telling out, you'll be like, even me, things like that. And I feel like the relatability is what makes us human. And what we haven't related to in the last 3 years is humans. We've just been so glued on the phone, looking at everyone as a digital identity. So our brains are wired to not look at a human being with empathy. It's more like, that fucker, right? And I feel like the mood has become like that. The energy anywhere you go has become like that. Everyone wants to just talk about shit because there's so much just energy, that you want to remove, but you don't know how to remove. So I feel like this is one way of doing it. Anything else that comes to mind that we can also ask each other right now?
What's the most?
Triggers, I don't know if I want to start that conversation right now. My therapy is 2 days later, so I have to wait 2 days for that shit now. So, yeah. I mean, I'm looking for more questions for us and in general. What do you guys think should be an adult? Because I thought of some questions like this, but I don't know what more. Because in a normal slam book, right, there was... it's a downloading URL.
We can talk about fears. There can be a section.
Fears is interesting, yeah.
There can be a section like where the people are answering how can you get out of your fear or something. They can go to a last page and read something about it. Maybe they can read about a trigger or something.
Yeah.
It
Okay,
can
let's...
be a self-help book where people are helping themselves.
Yeah.
More than a like.
It's actual self-help book. Where the first line says, you are the problem. And you're like, okay, thanks. I didn't know that already. Okay, let's do this one round, okay? Then I'll call the next person. One thing you've learned about yourself. Recently, lately, 10 years ago. One thing you learned about yourself. An honest thing you learned about yourself. It can be, again, anything. You don't have to. Again, all of these questions, you can answer if you want to. If you don't want to, it's fine. And if you feel like I can answer after the next person, we can do that also, okay? There's no pressure. But if you feel like answering, it'll help.
I think for me, it's like I've learned that I need routine. Like maybe not
Yeah.
the whole week, but at
Yeah.
least weekdays, I need routine
Yeah.
to function.
Fair enough. I've also started doing that now. I feel like it gives you a shape into like your day of what it might look like.
Because you choose when to be like fully lazy, when to be
Yeah.
fully introvert. You choose on your own.
Yeah.
That's control.
Thank you. Makes sense. Yes. Anybody else?
I'll go, like, I learned that I really struggle with decision making.
Yeah.
And that's recent, like, we have so much information now.
Yeah.
So we can also see many more consequences of each decision. Like,
Yeah.
that was not there before. And then, so, with a person like me, that overwhelmed me to a point that I can't make a decision.
Fuck. I completely relate to both of you. Like I have so much indecisive. I've had so much problem in my life with indecisiveness, man. It's the worst, especially when you're seeing a menu
Exactly.
and they have every cuisine ever possible, and you're like, no. I'm like, you don't eat pav bhaji? No, I want to eat pani puri. No, I want to eat Indian. No, I want to eat Chinese. It's just like go, and there are like 4 versions of me just showing me menus saying Chinese, and I'm like, you're relaxed. It's not a campaign. Can you just? It's too much. But thank you for sharing. Yes. Anyone else?
I
Anyone
learned
else?
that I
Yeah.
have ADHD.
Oh, like you got diagnosed? Oh, okay.
Trigger one.
No, I don't know what to say because even I have to get tested for ADHD, so I don't know. Like I'm more curious, I'm more excited. I was actually going to tell you congratulations on figuring out that you have this. Because my first instinct, congratulations, wow, you found out. Okay, cool. I'm
But I
glad.
feel it's a good thing, that
Yeah.
I have all the energy to put on my work. Like it
Yeah.
depends on how you use it. So I'm learning how to use it better.
Yeah.
But I feel it's good.
It's good, yeah. I mean, yeah, once you
Energy to
channelize,
other people.
yeah, I mean, you can, yeah. It's how aware you are about your own situation that helps a lot. Anyone else? Thank you for sharing.
Share.
Yeah.
I discovered that anger is a very difficult emotion for me to deal with. Not just being on the receiving end of it, but like even to express anger. I think I just cry whenever.
Yeah.
But
Is there any other way of doing this? It's like I'm angry. I'm just. Yeah.
It's very quick for anger to turn into guilt.
Yeah.
But yeah, anger.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Thank you so much for sharing. For me, it was also because of therapy. I learned that anger is a good emotion,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
which took me so long. Like, no. And my therapist like, no, it is. And I'm like, no, it's not. And she's like, listen, do you realize your anger is trying to protect you? And I was like, what? I was going to hug my anger. Things like that. It was a very great
How is it protected?
realization.
Yeah, even I have that.
How's that protecting me? Like I'm getting angry when someone doesn't treat me right. So it's a part of me that's like, yo, you can't treat me like this. But it's not me directly saying it out loud, but there's a part of me that feels angry that why could you do that? Because I feel like maybe I don't deserve to be treated like that. It could be anything. I'm just giving a small example. But it's like my anger is trying to hug me or whatever and build a shell and be like, don't come close enough, right? Fuck you up. So,
Sorry.
yeah, please. No, please.
Adding on to this, because I was also said this thing.
Yeah.
That in a world who is currently emotionally detached, if you are able to portray your emotions, you are still sane.
I feel great right now. I feel like, wow, so much progress I've done in life.
So if you're jealous,
Yeah.
it means that you're still
Yeah.
connected and connected. You are emotionally attached, because in a city like Bombay,
Oh, yeah.
so yeah.
First thing I check in is like numbness. It's like, hi, I'm here. So, one more thing again to add to that is my therapist told me that you're supposed to feel all emotions. You can't be like, no anger, no sadness, no jealousy. I just want happy emotions. That's also a problem. But like if you're leaning towards one emotion too much. And it took me so much time to understand when she showed me this wheel of emotions. It's like you're supposed to feel everything. You're a human being, you need to allow yourself and you need to feel everything. Guilt, laziness, happiness, joy, whatever. And that again took me some time, but then I started enjoying it. I was like, oh, any emotion. One is with that because I struggled with numbness for the longest time in my life. So every time I feel something, I'm like, wow, today's a great day in life, right? I'm so happy. So and a lot of it happens on stage. So that's why these are very cathartic, but also very giving. Where I feel like I'm feeling things right now. Like while you're saying these things, I'm getting goosebumps, and I'm like, it's nice. It's really nice to feel like we're on the same boat.
For me, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
Feeling numb, I want to feel numb. Too many emotions.
I think it's a different struggle because I was numb for so long that I was like, man, I just want to feel something, like just something, right? It's so hard because I started freaking out. I was like, what if for the rest of my life, in any happy occasion, I'm just like, meh, right? I don't want to feel like that. So for me, it is the opposite, where my emotions just shut. So then I had to keep opening the tab to be like, please just open for a while. Please open for a while. And then like what you said, overwhelm. Fuck. And then that Bombay, fuck, overwhelm, so much overwhelm. I'm so glad I don't do normal like morning to evening job where I have to get out in the morning and listen to that fucking honking and people yelling and so much. It always freaks me out. Anyways, thank you so much for sharing, guys. That really, really is a lot. Can we please have a round of applause for all of us? Lovely. Thank you so much for sharing. It really means a lot. Okay, I'll call the next person. We have 3-4 more people, and we have some more time. So let's go. Jai Mata Di, let's rock. Okay, start clapping. All of you, together. Hey, come on, a little more. Can you please have Jarna? Keep clapping till she comes on stage. All of you together. I can see you not clapping. Oh, I'm going to stare at you. Okay, keep clapping till she comes on stage. Thank you.
Check. Hello. Okay. Myself, Jarna Khimani, and I've written a small poetry on judgments. Like, I guess most of us will be able to relate to it because constantly, the moment I come here or the moment we keep on seeing each other, we are all judged. And we want to escape it, and yet we are a trap of it. So, something on those lines. I hope it touches you the way it has touched me. Judge me not, I would muffle every time I saw those judgmental eyes, noticing just the superficial layers of mine. Judge me not, I would say, as I saw a few aunties judging my tube dress or a denim short. I felt like saying, although I feel so westernized with my clothing style, you would never know how spiritually rooted I am. Judge me not, I would utter, as I saw a few feminists judging, the moment I would say, you know, I would go for trek every weekend, but before my marriage, I could literally see empathy creeping in. Poor you, it's always the girl who has to compromise. Instantly, I found myself blurting, oh, you don't even know what all my man does to keep me happy and make me feel secure. What I do is not compromise but love. Judge me not, I would whisper as I saw a few pair of eyes judging me the moment I would say, oh no, I don't like clubbing and late night parties. And I could see that so boring right through their eyes. My dear, to me, curling up in a soft quilt with a warm coffee and a classic book to read is a party, or just vibing to Oh Sanam by Lakhi Ali under a starry night is a party too. Judge me not, I would keep on reiterating to myself and up to the world out there until one day I found myself judging a girl passing by. Oh, she looks a little plump, no? And I stood there appalled, disgusted at my own self as the realization popped in. It's okay for me to judge, and yet I feel perturbed if people did the same to me. That morning, that chilling morning, I vowed to myself that first I would stop judging the world and love them for what they truly are, and wait for the world to come by my side one day at a time, dropping judgment, showering love for what we truly are, not seeing the external frills, but connecting to the inner selves. For I know you and I, we are reiterating in our own selves, judge me not, judge me not. Thank you.
Thank you. I thought I'll stand, then I was like, your necks might just like have problems, so. Thank you. We didn't have this conversation. Maybe we had it earlier, but let's do it now. When did you begin writing? When was the first time you wrote in life?
5 years back, post-college, I was on a trek with few unknown people, so that was the first time beach and
Yeah.
moment we
Yeah. I think beach is also a good place to write. Forest, like nature. Anything in nature is a great thing to, because you can seek inspiration from so much, and you can like really, in a way, be present that you can't feel especially in a city like Bombay. That's the worst. But thank you so much. How many years back was that?
5 years.
5 years. Okay. And you've been performing also ever since then, or just writing?
Of 2 years.
Okay, after the pandemic began. Okay, great, lovely. A lot of you have been doing that. A lot of you have been doing from before that. Please continue to do that. That's all. That's all that matters. Baki sab to theek hai yaar. Like, you'll learn, you'll process. Every day is a good day and a bad day. So I feel like that's the fun part. I've learned obviously way more on my days where I've been bad on stage than I have on good days. Good days is always like, oh, you have fun and you don't think about what happened today. Bad days is like that one moment I said that one time I did this. I should have been like that. It's just crazy that way. Great. So, coming back. I just like being silent sometimes out of the blue, man. It's nice to see people's face and be like, कुछ तो बोलेगा, अभी कुछ तो ले. नहीं बोलूँगा मैं. What do you guys think what else comes to your head when I say adult slam book or adult anything that... I'm really trying to break this down because the thing is I've had this idea long back and I've just been sitting on it for too long. And now I'm like, maybe I should just go to shows and ask people, what is this real? Do you feel like I'm feeling? Do you see it like I'm seeing? So this is my first ever round. I never thought I'd do this today. I was going to talk about something else. But I'm like, you guys seem nice and fun and interactive. So I'm like, let's do this. Lovely, great. I love this. Yeah, everyone. Let's go.
I just
Go for it.
I think you remember the slam book that we had. You used to write puzzle. It's like something that would bring them comfort, like because or something they would give to themselves.
Like you're saying, what comforts you in a way?
Yeah, what comforts
Okay.
you in a way. So
That's nice. That's
what
nice.
should I do? Because you're giving it to that other person.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
they
it's
know how to comfort
usually-
you.
Yeah, it's like figuring
Like a
out,
love
like
language.
yeah, like it's having an indirect conversation, but it adds to both of your.
Yeah.
connections.
Yeah. That sounds great. Do you guys want to try this out? Like what comforts you? Could be food, could be movies, could be music, could be activities, could be anything.
Sleeping.
Sleeping, yeah. You know, when I first came to this city, everyone. Do you guys agree that this city is like?
Yes.
Oh shit! I was going to say, do you agree? I forgot the main line. Only. I was going to say, do you agree that you guys believe that Mumbai is a city that never sleeps? That's what my question was. But thank you for your prompt enthusiasm. Mumbai city that never sleeps, yeah? True. I came to Bombay 8 years back, and then I also learned that it's also the city that never lets you sleep. I turned into an insomniac then for 3 years, and then I slept. But yeah, sleeping is a great. I look at sleeping as a superpower. If people can just sleep, I have friends who can just lie down and that's it. They're transported into a new world, and I'm like, it takes me so long to put myself to sleep. It's crazy. Sleep, okay. What else?
Movies.
Movies, yeah.
Pizza.
Pizza. But when you say movies, are you saying like thought-provoking movies or like कुछ भी चल रहा है मेरे को बस देखने का है बस?
So I love watching movies.
Okay,
love
okay.
watching every genre.
Oh, that's really nice. That's really nice. You're decisive in life, right? Because there are like five OTT platforms. I feel like
No, I go to Netflix. I like.
okay. You have a preference. Okay. मेरा ये कि मैं कभी-कभी रात को जाता हूँ काम से and then I'm like चल खाना हीट कर लिया अब खाना खा रहा हूँ मैं फिर YouTube खोला I'm like YouTube मजा नहीं Netflix खोला 2 और बैठ गया नहीं मज़ा नहीं आया Amazon खोला नहीं मज़ा नहीं आया Hotstar खोला नहीं मज़ा नहीं आया then I'm like और क्या है मेरे पास I'm like Sony Live I'm like नहीं यार इसमें कुछ है नहीं इतना I've never heard anyone come and say bro have you seen Sony Live I only watch it for I also use it for sports but yeah Shark Tank is there yeah my parents watch I've seen like 1-2 episodes but that's it. I love it. It's like window shopping of movies, and I don't end up watching anything, but I'll finish my meal. And then I'm like, अब बैठे रहो अभी कुछ करने के लिए नहीं. But that's nice if you can choose. I can't. It's
For
very
me,
hard.
Netflix reason is because there are a lot of language options. Like
Yeah.
I'm watching some Turkish film which I don't give a fuck about, but it's
Yeah.
nice to watch and understand what is happening in the
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's Netflix.
Is there any recommendation you have for us from Netflix? Any not a English or a Hindi or
No, I have stopped watching a lot of
Oh, you stopped watching?
New job मिली तो busy.
Okay. Fair enough. But if it's if you have to go to your comfort, it'll be watching movies. Okay. You were saying something?
Pizza. No.
Pizza, yeah, pizza. I have a very controversial opinion. I'm not going to say it. That's it.
I wrote a poem about pizza. I think
I read it.
2 days back I wrote a poem about pizza.
Nice. Did it come to you while you were eating pizza, or was it just like, pizza?
Binged
But I
on
would-
pizza because I was craving it so much, and then I was like, okay, this
Now
is
you should like,
that.
yeah.
But I would really like if somebody is not trying to comfort me with pizza. Like, please don't do that. I'm trying to move away from it. So don't use that.
People are like, hey, come here for a hug. No. Give me a pizza first. Okay. For me, it's sports, it's music, it's multiple things. I really have got, like, I've understood why I love sports so much. More than, like, it being the sport that it was and the testosterone, adrenaline. I think all that came in, but also it was because I felt like I had too much energy when I was a kid, but I was very scared. So the only way I removed it was while playing. And then while I became an adult, I realized my mental health is kind of aligned with the sports I'm watching. Like, aligned as in it really helps me. Good part is if my team loses, it's not like I go into a complete dip. I've reached a balance level where I'm like, ये sport है, इसको ही sport बुलाते हैं. अगर हारा मेरा team जीते गया, then I don't think this is a valid sport anymore to watch. So it really helps me align myself and just stay calm while I'm watching sports, just to be able to watch it and be like, cool, there is something fair happening in the world. There are people trying to play by rules. There are people being nice to each other. They're being considerate. I feel like I don't get to see that in everyday life. So it's nice to see something like that. But that's very comforting. Anyone else?
For me, writing.
Right. Oh, yeah. Oh.
क्योंकि I feel so vulnerable जब मुझे words नहीं मिल पाते.
Yeah.
मतलब मुझे बहुत कुछ कहना है but I can't able to.
Yeah.
तो and then मैं जब लिख लेती हूँ ना चीज़ों को जैसे डायरी राइटिंग या.
Yeah. It feels nice.
Satisfied. Okay, हो गया.
That's really, but as writers, right? I'm sure you guys have been in situations where you're so emotionally this. You're like, I don't have words to say. And then sometimes on the other side, someone wants to crack a joke. They're like, aren't you a writer? And you're like, don't do this right now. I don't have words. It's very hard. Important situations, words won't come out.
Exactly.
Otherwise, I'll keep talking all day. This also happened to me, right? My tap was shut for 18 years. I didn't talk to anybody. And then someone opened it. And now it's been 10 years. And my friends are like, can you stop talking now? I can't hear any more words from you. Please stop. So then I'm like, चलिए स्टेज पे कर लेता हूँ ये लाइफ में ये अच्छा है कोई रोकेगा भी नहीं कोई बोलेगा भी नहीं दोस्त भी नहीं आते आजकल That's a fun thing, you know, when you start doing this, a lot of friends are like, lovely. And my friends came for like 5 open mic. That's it. And then 5 years later, they're like, tu kar raha hai kya aajkal? I'm like, of course, I'm trying. Okay, anyways, I'll call the next person. Okay, we have a couple of people left. I hope you guys are feeling okay. Are you feeling okay? Are you feeling good? Yeah? Okay. Are you hungry? We have Habitat Canteen. You should order food. What I would recommend is everything. I've been working for like 6 years, dude. I'm vegetarian, so I've tried every vegetarian dish possible, and I can guarantee that. Non-veg is also good, is what I've heard from my team. But yeah, cool. We have 5 more people, okay? And yeah, we have some more time. Cool. Next person. Yeah, you guys excited? Yeah, start clapping. Together, come on. Everyone together. Everyone. A little more. Can we please have Pallavi? Keep clapping till she comes stage.
Okay, hello, hi. फिर से ताली बजानी. Okay, so hello everyone. I am Pallavi, ठीक है. I am a storyteller. I usually write stories, but I write poems as well. So मैं start करूँगी एक story से, ठीक है. ऐसे poetic way में कोई कहानी नहीं बता रही हूँ, real life कहानी बता रही हूँ, ठीक है. For you to understand the context. So recently a few days back, I went to Pune, ठीक है. मेरा शो था, I went to Pune and मैं रात को निकल गई 7 बजे के अराउंड. I took a cab और मैं गई तो मैं कैब में ना देख नहीं पाई कि मेरे साथ कौन आने वाला है. तो देयर वर 3 गाइज सिटिंग इन द बैक सीट एंड मैं सामने बैठी हूँ, साइड में ड्राइवर है, ठीक है. तो मैं सोचा कुछ नहीं है, चलो चलते हैं, क्या ही हो जाएगा. ड्राइवर वॉज ट्राइंग टू टच मी फॉर लाइक 3 hours स्ट्रेट एंड आई एम लिटरली मैं ऐसी बैठी हूँ लाइक प्लीज़ डोंट टच मी बट आई कुडंट से अ थिंग. मैं 3 घंटे लिटरली अनकम्फर्टेबली बैठी हूँ एंड आई कुडंट से अ वर्ड टू हिम बिकॉज आई डोंट नो व्हाट टू से. तो मैंने उतर के सबसे पहले एक राइड बिकॉज सूझ नहीं रहा है, मैं पूरा टाइम ऐसे बैठी हूँ एंड आई एम लाइक मैं क्या करूँ एंड आई एम प्रीटी श्योर एवरी गर्ल हैज़ दिस सिचुएशन वेयर यू डोंट नो व्हाट टू डू एंड ये सब कुछ इतनी बार हो जाता है ना कि पता भी नहीं चलता करूँ क्या. तो आई कॉल्ड माई मॉम एंड आई वाज लाइक मम्मी बहुत गंदा सिचुएशन तो मुझे समझ नहीं आया. तो मम्मी मुझे चिल्लाई तूने कुछ बोला क्यों नहीं. एंड दैट इज़ व्हाट आई आस्क्ड माई सेल्फ, मैंने कुछ बोला क्यों नहीं. तो राइटर्स कैसे होता है एवरी टाइम यू डोंट लाइक तुम एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर पाते यू राइट, ठीक है. तो आई वेंट बैक टू माई ओल्ड पोम, आई रीड इट अगेन एंड आई रियलाइज दैट इट मेक्स सेंस नाउ, ठीक है. सो आई विल टेल यू दैट पोएम, ठीक है. एक वक्त को कभी वक्त कहा जाता है, वो वक्त गुजर जाए तो उसे बस गलती. एक इश्क को मोहब्बत कहा जाता है, नफ़रत हो जाए तो गलती. एक सवाल को सही और गलत में बांटा जाता है, जवाब समझ ना पाओ तो गलती. ये आंखें कहती रहती है, कभी चुप हो जाए तो ये गलती. ये गलतियाँ ना ज़माने के लिए सही होती है, लेकिन लड़कियों के लिए हमेशा गलतियाँ अलग होती है. क्योंकि एक दिन तुम सलवार कमीज़ पहन लो तो बाहर जाने की गलती, एक दिन तुम छोटे कपड़े पहन लो तो नज़रें उठाने की गलती, एक दिन तुम मुस्कुराओ तो आंसू ना बहाने की गलती, एक दिन तुम सब करके भी बस बाहर जाओ, बिन मतलब छिड़ जाओ ज़माने से, लग क्यों ना जाए वो हाथ तुम्हारे जिस्म पर, दबोच लिया जाए तुमको उनकी प्यास बुझाने के लिए, तुम्हारी जान क्यों ना चली जाए, लेकिन औरत होने की गलती. इन गलतियों के बाद भी तुम अपना मुंह बंद कर लेना, किसी से बोलना नहीं क्योंकि आवाज़ उठाना भी है गलती. ये ज़माने को शांत होने दो. इन गलतियों में कभी चीखे भी गलत, कभी सन्नाटे ही सही, कभी इश्क ही गलत, कभी मज़हब की गलती, कभी गलत भी सही, कभी सही भी गलत, बस ज़माना कहते तो लड़की की ही गलती. यार हमेशा डर लगता है ना हम लोगों को कि यार मतलब हम ही तो गलत नहीं है, व्हाट इफ. मुझे तो हमेशा डर लगता है, पता है. मैं इसलिए आज तक कभी नहीं बोल पाई. इन एवरी सिचुएशन आई हैव बीन इन, आई हैव नेवर बीन एबल टू से इट बिकॉज जितनी मैंने कहानियाँ सुनी है ना वो कहानियाँ मेरे दिमाग में ही बस गई है, तो मैं कभी बोल नहीं पाती. सो दिस वॉज वन पोएम, ठीक है. एंड आई रियली वॉन्ट टू जस्ट shout and tell people please speak up मतलब पता है शब्दों के जरिए हम यही करते हैं ना, हम दूसरों को बताते हैं कि जो हम नहीं कर पाए वो तुम कर लो यार, ठीक है. सो दैट वाज द स्टोरी. उसके अलावा कैन आई परफॉर्म वन मोर पोम? ठीक है, 1 मिनट में तो नहीं हो पाएगा. हाँ ठीक है, वक्त की गलती अभी. सो थैंक यू. आई वुड जस्ट लाइक वांट टू से, ठीक है, मतलब इट्स अ वेरी सीरियस टॉपिक दो. आई लाइक टुक एफर्ट एंड मैंने वो ड्राइवर को निकलवा दिया. मैं बोल नहीं पाई लेकिन साइलेंटली आई टुक अ स्टेप. बट यार बोलना चाहिए एंड आई रियली आई एम लर्निंग हाउ टू स्पीक अप. ऐसी सिचुएशन में ऐसे मैं बहुत बोलती हूँ यार स्टेज पे. आई एम लिटरली डिफरेंट पर्सनैलिटी. मेरे को बोल दो कुछ भी बोलने का, मैं कुछ भी बोल दूंगी. But I genuinely feel you all should like speak up for whatever that is troubling you. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Please. Yeah. It takes a lot. It's so sad that I weirdly have the privilege to not know what this feels like, but I keep hearing about it from everyone around me, and it's so weird to not have fucking part of my brain that's like, oh, that happens. Like the feeling of it, and it's scary because I've had conversations with my therapist where I'm like, dude, my partners told me this, my friends have told me this, and I don't know what to do as a guy in this situation if they come and tell me this happened. Because as a guy, I've been raised to be angry and to violently look at this situation, right? So the first thing is like, isko marte. That's my... and I've had so many conversations again with my therapist and in general with my friends that... how, right? So first of all, thank you so much. It really takes a lot of courage and to do this.
And you know the sad part is every girl I meet na, जैसे when I came back from Pune, I told my roommate कि bro this happened, and she told me a story that is more terrific than this, and I was like, how can this happen?
Yeah.
Like literally वो competition नहीं करते.
Yeah.
बताते तो double दुख होता है. It literally happens with this as well. I'm like, this is not funny.
Yeah.
Like this is literally very serious.
And even in like sitting in a room with friends, telling each other also saying, oh, this happened, oh yeah. And I'm just sitting there saying, how are you normalizing this? And then my friends are like, we have to.
Yeah.
There is no other option, right? Like, what can you do? Like,
Yeah, you can't stop stepping out of the house.
which is so I can't even tell you, dude. Like, I'm having just, I don't even know, how do you, I can't. But thank you. It really means a lot. And another thing I would like to add, it's just two, three of us are guys here. But every time this conversation of not all men or men came up, right? I have been guilty of to be like, listen, I have met some guys and I know not everyone's like that, right? So I was trying to justify from that angle. I'm not saying कि नहीं ये तुम गलत बोल रहे हो. I'm just saying कि ये मैंने देखा हुआ है, बस मैं इतने अपने साइड से बोल रहा हूँ. I of course can't stand in anyone else's shoes and be like, नहीं ऐसा होता ही नहीं है, ठीक है? Also I don't want to be that person. Because you can see shit happening right in front of you, right? You hear about it, you read it every single day. You can't not acknowledge it and be like, nahi hota ye. So while I was talking to my therapist, just a casual conversation saying, what about this? What about this topic? And she just told me one thing. She's like, if you're aware that it's happening, you're equally a part of it. And if you're aware that something is happening in front of you and you're not doing anything about it, then you too are a part of it. And it took me so much time to again understand that, oh, I have had friends where we've been in a social setting and you can see those guys using words, hinting at phrases, in all of those moments where they're trying to subtly play either the sexist card or subtly just be like, of course I'm the guy, I'm gonna do this, right? Joke, yeah, on the name of fucking garbage. So yeah, I was going to say garb or something like that, but I was like, garb of a joke. I was like, garb. Then I was like, it's garbage also. In that moment, if I sit quiet and I'm like, haha, funny, then that is me saying, yes, I do agree to what you're saying, right? So that is where I have started drawing a line wherever I can to be like, nahi, like you can't just, you can't, this is not, it's fun for us. Fun for us as in, we don't understand, like, I can't even tell you how inconsequential this point is when I'm leaving outside house, when I don't have to fucking think about like stepping out of house, right? But every time I have to do it with a partner, with a friend, with whoever, there is this thought in them saying, okay, I need to step out. Is this okay? Is that okay? And it's a very difficult place to be in. For me, I don't even know how for the person itself. But cool, guys. Sorry, I just got very charged
Nice
feeling
you're
like this.
thinking like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any other way. The other way has been going on for fucking thousands of years. What good has it done, right? And it also honestly started when I ever thought of having kids. And I was also like, someday I'll have kids, right? And I also used to teach kids. So I was always around kids. And I was like, yeah, this is the utmost, like, and I can't. Like, I was so attached to my kids that another professor came one day, another sir came one day, and tapli mare ek bacche ko. I got so mad. I was like, you don't dare touch my child, right? So I was always in that phase. And then when I hear all this, I'm like, how it's so important to know how to raise a child in the world, to show them that you are not bigger than anyone, nor are you smaller than anyone. Keep your self-worth, but also don't give into, moments. So it's very, I can't. And I'm getting that age and I'm trying to talk to people, but it's not as easy because conditioning is a very fucked up drug that is like kind of put into us that we can't really just get off. It's, so cool. Thank you for sharing. Quite honestly, I think a lot of people, like how you said, a lot of people need to come out and talk about it. And I hope that things change. I hope that people can see how big of a mess this is and kind of come out of it. Cool. I feel like मैं बहुत ही okay, cool. I just felt too passionate about it. Should I call the next person or yeah, okay, cool. So I was looking for reactions. Someone said, yeah, I'm like, okay, fine, let's just do it. Okay, we have 3 or 4 more people. Okay, no problem. Let's go. Let's start clapping. Next person. अच्छा थोड़ा यार थोड़ा अभी 2-3 लोग ही है. Great. Can you please Swastika?
हाय कैसे यहाँ पे आके ना 1 मिनट के लिए सब ब्लैंक हो ही जाता है. क्या क्या सोचते हैं ये बोलेंगे. अब क्या बोलूँ मैं इतना. ओके बट थैंक यू यार. अच्छा लगता है मुझे जब भी यहाँ पे आती हूँ और कुछ बोलने का मौका मिलता है मुझे. हाँ ठीक है क्योंकि नहीं मिल पाता लाइफ में. अच्छा तो ना अभी मैं कुछ अच्छा यहाँ पे अभी कोई रिसेंटली सिचुएशनशिप में आया है अभी. अच्छा आपको पता है ना सिचुएशनशिप. हाँ पहले जब मुझे नहीं पता था ना सब सॉर्टेड था लाइफ में मेरे. जैसे ही पता चला ना मुझे अब हर जगह सिचुएशनशिप ही दिखती है मुझे. तो मतलब इट्स लाइक ना कि मैंने इस पर 2 लाइन लिखी थी कि साथ रहना भी है पर साथ निभाने से घबराता है बहुत. साथ रहना भी है पर साथ निभाने से घबराता है बहुत. वो शख्स प्यार की बात तो करता है पर अपनाने से डरता है बहुत. है ना सिचुएशनशिप. ओके बहुत ख़राब है यार ये. नहीं पता चले तो अच्छा है बट ठीक है. ओके हाँ तो अच्छा आपके साथ ऐसा हुआ है मुझे ना रिसेंटली अभी मेरा भी बर्थडे था कुछ दिन पहले. तो मुझे ओके हो गया. तो मुझे ना पहली बार लाइफ में मैं बहुत एक्साइटेड होती हूँ अपने बर्थडे के लिए. बट मुझे पहली बार अपनी लाइफ में ना मुझे फर्स्ट एंजाइटी अटैक मुझे आया. क्योंकि मैं ना पूरा दिन वो सिचुएशन जब एंड हुआ तो मैं पूरे दिन बस वेट कर रही थी कि आज के दिन तो मुझे वो कॉल करेगी है ना कि आज के दिन सब सॉर्टेड हो जाएगा है ना. तो आई थिंक अब मैं पूरा दिन अच्छे से बहुत खुश थी. अच्छा रहने की कोशिश कर रही थी. बट रात 9 बजे जब मैं दिल्ली मेट्रो में थी मैं दिल्ली में थी मुझे उनका कॉल आया. है ना बहुत एक्साइटेड. मुझे उठाया नहीं जाता कि उठाऊँ ही नहीं उठाऊँ. आई एम वेरी एक्साइटेड. तो मैंने जब उन्होंने बोला कि हैप्पी बर्थडे तो मैं एक्साइटमेंट मैंने 4 बार थैंक यू बोला. थैंक यू सो मच. एंड उन्होंने फिर मुझे कहा कि यार तुम नॉर्मल तरीके से रिएक्ट नहीं कर सकती क्या. अब मुझे नहीं पता कि नॉर्मल तरीके से रिएक्ट करना किसे कहते हैं क्योंकि मुझे हर चीज़ ना थोड़ी ओवर ही फील होती है. एंड उन्होंने अब मैं नहीं बोलूँगी वो गलत थे. उनको लगा होगा कि मैं हाइपर एक्टिव हो रही हूँ क्योंकि है ना वो थोड़ी सी अभी चीज़ें हुई हैं. बट मैं चाहती थी कि ना कि तो मैंने ऐसी कुछ ना ऐसे लाइन लिखा था उस पर कि घर प्यार से कह देते तो समझ लेते ना यारा. घर प्यार से कह देते तो समझ लेते ना यारा. तुमने तो हमें नज़र से ही गिराया यारा. मैं कैसे मानूं कि हम दोस्त थे कभी. जन्मदिन के दिन तुमने मुझे रुलाया यारा. एंड अच्छा तो फिर मैंने ना क्या किया. मैंने रात में आई थिंक 11 बजे के बाद अपने रिसेंट में एक लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस में थी तो मैंने उनको कॉल किया. एंड आई जस्ट कॉल्ड आई. मुझे कि आप तो मेरा साथ कभी नहीं छोड़ोगे ना. मैंने आई जस्ट की बहुत चीज़ी बातें थी बट आई जस्ट वॉन्ट टू की है ना. उस वक्त उन्होंने बातें बहुत अच्छे से की. 1 हफ्ते बाद उनका कॉल आया और बोला कि यार तुझे एंजाइटी अटैक है. तूने मुझे कॉल कर. तूने देखा भी नहीं कि मेरे फैमिली लोग होंगे मेरे घर में होंगे. तूने कुछ सोचा नहीं. तूने कॉल कर दिया. एंड ओके नहीं करना चाहिए था मुझे. ओके सॉरी. लेकिन फिर मुझे एक चीज़ रियलाइज़ हुई यार अगर उन्होंने मुझसे पूछा कि मैं करती तो क्या होता, और मैं यही सोचा कि यार मैं सच में मुझे अच्छा लगता है कि तुम मुझे, क्योंकि तुमने मुझे उस काबिल समझा। तो मैंने उस पर 2 लाइन लिखी थी कि यार नहीं मालूम मुझे ये कि, नहीं मालूम मुझे ये कि गमों को बांटने से गम कम ही हो जाता, नहीं मालूम मुझे ये कि गमों को बांटने से गम कम ही हो जाता, मगर हाँ बांटा अगर तुमने होता तो मुझ पर एहसान तुम्हारा हो जाता। काबिल समझा तुमने मुझे अपना गमख्वार बनाने का, खालीपन था जो दोनों में इससे वो थोड़ा भर जाता, नहीं मालूम मुझे ये कि गमों को बांटने से गम कम ही हो जाता, मगर हाँ बांटा अगर तुमने होता तो मुझ पर एहसान तुम्हारा हो जाता। है ना कि आई वॉन्ट कि यार मुझसे शेयर करो, बट ठीक है। तो अब मुझे ना मैं पहले जब मुझे कोई बोलता था कि मुझे बहुत ट्रस्ट इश्यूज हो चुके हैं, मुझे ये हो चुका है, तो बॉम्बे के टर्म्स मुझे लगते थे ये थेरेपी, क्योंकि दिल्ली में दोस्त होते हैं ना हमारे पास, ऐसे मेरे साथ कभी हुआ नहीं था। तो है ना, मतलब मेरे साथ तो मैंने कभी सिर्फ देखा ही नहीं था कि थेरेपी भी होता है, ओके, सिचुएशनशिप, पॉलीएम, ये सब सारे बॉम्बे टर्म्स मुझे लगते थे ये सारे कि, बट अब हाँ लग रहा है कि नहीं होता है। दोस्त भी काम नहीं आते उस वक्त, तुम्हें खुद को संभालना होता है। एंड देन तो मुझे ना जैसे बोला ना इन्होंने भी कि आपको वर्ड्स नहीं मिल पाते हैं, और आप उस वक्त आप बस रोने लग जाते हो, गुस्सा आता है बस रोने लग जाता हो, कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा कि कैसे वर्ड्स में पुट करो। तो मुझे लगता है ये गुस्सा, एनजाइटी, नर्वसनेस, इरिटेशन, ये जितने भी नेगेटिव इमोशन है ना हमारे खिलाफ अगेंस्ट यूज़ करते हैं लोग, बट आई थिंक ये बहुत प्योर इमोशंस है यार आपके। कैसे कोई आपको इस वजह से कि मैं हाइपर एक्टिव हो गई तो उसने मुझे जज कर लिया, कैसे कोई आपको इस वजह से जज कर सकता है ना। आई थिंक जो आपके अपने लोग होंगे ना वो कभी आपको उससे जज नहीं करेंगे, तो अच्छा है जो चले गए, अगर इस रीज़न से जा रहे तो जाने देना। ओके, थैंक यू। वजह से
Thank you so much. One more time. Come on. I'm just glad I kind of chose a relationship, so I don't have to deal with all these new terms in the world. I don't understand situationship. It's been 3 open mics. I've asked different people saying, what is this meaning? And everyone gives me like a different definition. And it's, just a very new term, I think, that nobody knows. It's just like internet started using it, so it's like, chal yehi karte hain. Yeah, like in a way, don't you think most of the things come from the internet? It's like one day someone said YOLO. Now suddenly YOLO became a thing. You know, like you only live once. I think they filled it later. YOLO was just like random sounds. Like isko abbreviate kaise kare. But nice, thank you so much for sharing that. We have three more people. Okay? I'll come back to my adult slam book. I want to ask you guys one question. Everyone has had a childhood friend, at some point, who helped you in some way, right? So can I just throw the name of the person and maybe in a line tell how they helped you today become a person, or maybe helped you then or whatever, right? And I can start till then. I used to, again, be in this boys' school. And for context, some of you know this, but I will still do it. This is me in 2023, okay? I feel firm, I feel confident, I feel happy, I feel joyful, I feel like I have emotions, I'm my own person. This is me while I was growing up. I was constantly like, bro, humans are scary, okay? And they should not be trusted, or like, I can't talk to them. I don't know what to tell next. So, I was in this all-boys school, which is the worst place to be in while you're growing up. And I had this one friend named Kushal, okay? And I would identify him with the boy as the boy with the beautiful handwriting, because he had one of the best. I've never seen someone's handwriting so neat, so good. And he was my only friend. And I didn't have any other friends. So he would hang out with me wherever we were in class or in lunch or, after that. And he was the one person who didn't laugh if I couldn't talk. He was like, oh, you want to help with your handwriting? I said, yeah. And he would sit with me and like help me write and help create things with me. And his family and my family also grew close in the 5-6 years that I was in that school. And I shifted schools, but that period was like one of my best, because anything I remember Kushal. And I think he really accepted me even before I learned or understood or even spelled acceptance. And that made me feel like I'm at home outside of my home. And that's why Kushal is always going to be that person for me, no matter what. And I love talking. We were not in that touch that much, but I found him because I kind of like, for almost 10 years, I didn't know where he was. And then one day we met like it was a Bollywood movie. And yeah, I'll get into that story some other day. But Kushal is it for me, yeah. So, any of you? Yeah. Yeah.
So, in my childhood days, I had a lot of self-doubt thing, and I could never make new friends on my
Yeah.
So apparently, third or fourth standard, she was my bench partner, and she initiated the conversations. And
Yeah.
So she had till 10. So we are still connected.
Nice.
And throughout that phase of schooling days, she's helped me, and so it's
Yeah.
very.
It's always cute, yeah. It's always beautiful to have someone like that. That's why friends, the idea of friends, what it becomes is different. But what you start with, the innocence of like, oh my god, we're friends, and I tell you things, and you tell me things, and like we keep our world and things like that. So it's really exciting. Anyone else?
You know, I never really had friends in school.
Okay.
Like every birthday, मेरे को एक सपना आता था that nobody shows up on my birthday, and they never did.
Okay.
Like, you know, I had the colony wale friends, but
Yeah.
the school life wala
Yeah.
friends, है ना? So 10th standard में I made a friend. Her name is Nidhi. So she was the first person who like threw me a birthday party. And she actually came. She invited everybody, and she was the first friend I had. Like, she was not even from my school. I met her like tuition classes.
Yeah.
And meeting her gave me the courage to talk to people because मेरे को हमेशा से लगता था there's a problem with me. That is why people are not talking to me.
Yeah.
Like talking to me. And then later I realized that they are assholes. And
Yeah. See, it's very hard, okay? It's very hard to grow up where they teach you ki tell that person's asshole. It's always like me, right? Then you grow up and you're like, it was never me. It was just like, fair enough. Thank you for sharing. I hope that was a fun birthday. That was a really, sounds like a really fun birthday. That's nice. Anyone else?
Yeah, I have a best friend, like I still have. Archil is her name, and we're friends for the past 20 years now.
Crazy.
And but now she's married with a boyfriend, and I miss her.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, even I miss my married friends. Yeah. He got married recently. I'm just doing my own thing. It's fine. I'm just having my own. It's fine. Sorry. The minute you said that, he's right in the eye line, okay? And he just got married like a month back. So I was like, yeah, I do. I do miss my married friends, man. They're busy. Okay. So.
yeah, I mean,
So.
she was like a benchmark because my mom was always like, be like Anshul, be like Anshul. She was excellent in everything.
Yeah.
And I miss her now because of the differences. And if I want to tell something about what's going on in my life, she comes up with मेरी सास नहीं कर दियो.
What can you even say to that, right? My life's problems are not bigger than that. Please carry on. Just fair enough. Are you guys not in the same city, or are you guys in?
Yeah, she shifted to Chennai.
Okay. That makes it even more like, yeah, fair enough. You know, a lot of my friends are in Bangalore, whoever, like at that point, and then they got married, and then it was really hard to. It feels weird to be like, give me attention now, right? When you know they have something on their plate, and you're like, but I also like, fair enough. I really hope. When was the last time we met her? Was it the wedding? Was the wedding recently?
No. It's been 2 years now.
Okay.
But I met her. Oh, I don't remember when I met her.
That's okay. Yeah, like, yeah. Huh?
I think that's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah. Anyone else? Thank you for sharing. Okay, cool. I'll call the next person then. That's all. There's nothing else. If you guys talk, great. Otherwise, मेरा तो कुशल हो गया एक और दोस्त है, but yeah, he's like still friends with me, and we're like, it's been 15 years, and I love him with all I have. It's really like one of those friendships that have really grown into being there for each other, and our career trajectory also kind of happened the same way. So it's nice to like relate to him and be like, oh, we actually made it on the other side. That's mad. He's a dancer, and he would keep saying कि हाँ मैं नाचूंगा college तक, उसके बाद नहीं. And I was like, no man, I can feel like you're gonna do this for like long. And now he's just choreographing and dancing and doing all sorts of it around it. So it's really one of the best, fun. It's also annoying. I can't dance next to him anywhere because he's so good at what he does. I have to be like, can you tone it down? Can you make it look bad? Can you make yourself look bad? Can I dance for once and not feel bad about this? And he always keeps saying that I can't, in front of him, I can't announce I don't dance in front of him. Otherwise, he'll really get offended. So I have to be like, yeah, I dance, yeah, not better than him, or whatever. And then he taught me some steps recently at our friends' weddings now, that all of our friends are getting married. We're like, क्यों करते लोग शादी, मेरे को नहीं समझता. This line only people who are not married tell. It's fun to be like, why other people get married? And married people keep saying you guys should get married. And I'm like, arey, it's a weird balance. Okay, 3 more people. Okay, You guys know what to do? Start clapping, start clapping, start clapping, start clapping. Can we please have Prerna Kumar? Come on, come on, come on, come on.
This is like one of my fears. I've never done it, like sit on this bar stool on the stage because I always think my bed to get jaungi. I don't want to do that on stage. So yeah, weird things that anxiety can do to you. I am Prerna, and it's one thing that I'm doing that is uncomfortable for me is I'm here without my phone. So I'm not going to look at my phone today. So I write on messy emotions, and you can find me on Instagram as Pieces by PK. And the messy emotion I've chosen today is romance. Why is romance messy though? We'll find out. So any romance fans? Yeah, okay, nice. So today in this poem, I just need you to like imagine there's this thought bubble around you here. And as I narrate it, like just imagine that thing is happening. Any verbal feedback, hoo-ha, whatever you want to do, like feel free. Let's do this. The poem's called The Air Between Us. You sit right next to me, our elbows touching, our knees brushing, little goosebumps strumming my skin. Our glasses clink and words spill as the laughter drains down our drinks. I have things to say and questions to ask. So I leap across the awkward air to talk to you, to really share, but small talk is all I do. Random banter with everyone and you. I see your hands, nails bitten too short. And I reach out with mine so our fingers can twine, but all I do is give a fist bump to you. And find a tall glass of drink to hold on to. I swear I taste the air in my drink, smoky, sour, and sugary to the brim, bubbling with excitement from this tug and pull between us. I'm forgetting. Yes, thank you. I'm gonna go again, okay?
Yeah.
Bubbling out of the glass from a tug and pull. Again, I'm forgetting. Now I need my phone.
Yeah, you can take your phone.
Can I do like the whole thing again or not? Yeah. I swear I taste the air in my drink, smoky, sour, and sugary to the brim, bubbling out of the glass from our tug and pull, this wordless tussle between us. Would they or they wouldn't? Don't tell me you don't taste it too. It can't be all in my head. The air between us is tensed as a cigarette, and the music from my butterfly is too loud. You've got to be hearing it. You've got to be seeing the dance that the air is doing. You've got to be thinking like me. You've got to be feeling like me. It's not like there's nothing between us, or there never was. It's not like that night never happened, or that this one also won't. It's not like I'm making this all up. It's not like, or is it? Are we really just friends? Thank you. And I'm glad we had these like really nice conversations today. He opened up a lot of conversations in therapy, and I'm very glad that we do that. And all of you also brought up like judgment and situationships and all of it. I'll just leave you with like this one thing, that if you find yourself in a situation like this with your ex or with your friend's own partner or whatever the situationship thing is going on, it's normal and it's obvious that you will feel offended that why is the other person treating you like this. But I think where the game changes is when you ask yourself, why are you treating yourself like this? Why are you putting yourself through this? And maybe there's an answer there. Then. Thank you.
Thank you. Really thought-provoking. Yeah, really like makes you think a lot. And That's what again writing does. So I really enjoy it a lot. 2 more people. That's it. Then we get to go home. Or for some people who, if this was the highlight, then wrap your blanket and go to sleep for wake up tomorrow and continue work. You spoke about fear. I think fear is a really funny fears or like different kinds of fear that we have. Some of it are just bizarre. Some of them are just funny. And the nature of fears is what I really enjoy because they're not permanent. You think they make you feel like they're here, but you can a lot of things that you thought when you were growing up, I can't fucking do this, and then now you're just doing it so casually, right? So that has obviously changed. Something has changed in the process. A lot of fears do turn up to be there for longer, but I'm saying a lot of fears that are bizarre fears are literally just built from the head to be like, what if? What if something happens? And then like that. But do you guys ever feel like, is there any other fears that you've overcome? For me, it's being on stage. I would have never been on stage. If you ask 10-year-old me, he'll be like, just shut up. Don't talk to me, right? The idea of me sitting and talking to 12, 15 people that I don't kind of know or I don't meet every day and suddenly having these kind of conversations, it's very scary. So to come back to a full circle, for me, that's a great moment of joy to think of I would have never done this, never. And I've had enough scenarios to be like, I suck at this. I should not do this. But then, life just worked out and spoiler alert, here I am. So, is there any fear that you thought you had?
Relate to yours.
Yeah.
You have stage fright.
Yeah. It didn't look like, when you came, but it didn't look like at all. It was really fun. Yeah, it was really fun.
I think rejection and failures क्योंकि पहले मुझे
Rejection,
डर लगा
failure.
था अपनी feeling express करने के लिए
Yeah.
and कि reject हो गया तो failure
Yeah.
हो गया but अब मैं I think मुझे rejection and failure ज़्यादा अच्छे लगते हैं क्योंकि it helps me to make change मतलब कि मुझे changes लाने में
Yeah.
help करते हैं और I think acceptance आ गई है मुझे कि अब मतलब
ये होना ही है, ये process है.
I
हाँ.
think वो मेरे लिए बहुत
Fear of abandonment.
Fear of it, okay.
पहले बहुत डर लगता था मैं खुद ही लोगों को छोड़ देती
Yeah, I have a friend I figured after talking to her that she would get scared that the other person is going to do it, so she's like, bye. And I'm like, अभी उसने बोला ही नहीं तेरे को कुछ यार, ये conversation कहाँ हो रहा है हवा में? For me, this fear and rejection, actually, honestly, weirdly, I overcame that because I'm a freelancer. It's so often that you're like, I'll put myself out there, and people are like, no, we found someone better, we found someone cheaper, we found someone who'll do this job, right? So it's very hard to do that. But thank you for sharing. Anyone else?
I think to an extent, fear of judgment.
Fear of judgment, yes.
But
Yeah.
very large extent.
You know what I find weird about the whole process is that you feel like you're being judged, and then there are circles where you are sitting and judging someone else, and you're like, does this same thing happen to me also? Do people do that? And then I have this weird thing of but is it okay if I do it? But is it not okay if that person does it for me? It's a very weird layers of justification you have to give yourself कि मैं करूँ या ना करूँ. But
I think that
yeah.
anger and judgment.
Yeah.
As I said, they have a negative connotation but a positive emotion because judgment is not, especially, you're basically trying to protect yourself. Most
Yeah.
often than not, judgment comes from a place you try to assess a person so that they're not gonna
Correct.
do something. To
I
you.
don't think
Yeah.
you can ever completely give up judging because
Yeah.
it's your mind's way of simplifying life.
Yeah, but I feel like there's a better way to do it. That's my biggest thing.
You can just become
how
a
you're
bit
doing.
more aware of
Yeah.
now I'm this is my judgment.
There's a difference between spewing spewing just almost hate, right?
Yeah.
That person's a fucking whatever, right? It's not even the quality that you don't like. It's just something you want to say because you don't have, you're not able to identify where the feelings come from. So that's where I draw the line. कि ठीक है जज करो यार मस्ती में तो ठीक है हम सभी करते हैं how we spoke about celebrities, right? It's a common thing to just put your nose into their life and be like क्या कर रहे ड्रग्स करते क्या रिलेशनशिप में है क्या पैसा खर्च करते क्या if we all do it I'm sure they also do it, right? It's how life works. But there is this thing of, oh fuck, what is Shah Rukh what is Shah Rukh thinking? Or what happens? All of that process. So that's why there's always this intrigue thing of asking someone who's worked with the person saying, how is he or what is he? I feel like it's fine. There's a layer to be mazak uda rahe, theek hai. Or just having fun, just joy. Ki, oh, this person is this person that. If I tell you guys, will you believe it? Salman Khan, okay? You guys know he smokes, right?
Yeah.
You know how Salman looks, right? You guys know what light cigarettes are, right? Can you imagine Salman Khan smokes light cigarettes, thin, ultra thin light cigarettes. Can you imagine this bigger guy standing in a corner with that, right? But I got fascinated with this information because it's so ironical for such a big guy who's so like this to be like patla sa, like chota sa, like, you know, just I'll take little nicotine. I won't take too much nicotine, right? So it's a very weird thing. So that I feel like, see, again, this is okay. But if I'm like that guy, you know, his personality, his character, his religion, his house, then I feel like now you're just angry. You are angry. You need to look within to see why you're angry, right? That is, yeah.
So I guess so often, once we stop this negative judgments about people,
Yeah.
we stop caring about who is judging us.
I guess, yeah.
I believe that's helped me overcome judgment thing for me.
Yeah. For me also, I draw the line. I'm like,
We all want to be judged positively always.
But then, is that judge, but is it still judge? I feel like it is judge, but I feel school has ruined the idea of judge, right? Because judging you, like I'm going to look at you and give you points and then you all are winners. That's the worst line anyone can tell you in school. You all are winners. Why you kept competition then? I don't understand why you got us in this and got charged and all. But yeah, is there any other fear? Any other fear? Yeah.
I think for me it was the fear of being loud and very hyper, and now
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because whoever wants to talk to me will talk to me, no matter how loud or how dramatic I am.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is one thing.
Yeah. Even I used to like have that phase where when I started talking a little bit after 10th grade, I didn't understand how much range my voice had. So even while talking, normally people are like, why are you yelling? And I'm like, I'm not yelling. Like, I'm just talking. Like, you know, I don't understand people. So it took me also time to be like, okay, you know. Also, I was very restless. So I was just like, I want to tell you one sentence, but I'm just like, just like, you know, and you're like, what did you just say? I didn't understand anything. So it would be difficult to do this. And then it's taken me time to come to this space. Also because I taught kids, I can't rap. I was teaching grade 2 and 3. So I have to be very, very, right with my diction or just take time to, because then they'll also be restless. So, okay. Any last one? Anyone else? We have 2 more people, and then we can go home.
Like a silly one from childhood.
Yeah.
I had a fear of ghosts. Like if the light is not on in my balcony, and if I go there, there's some ghost. And I think at some point I just decided that okay, I'm just gonna go and stand and see where the ghost comes from.
Nice. Source.
And I think that's how slowly I became comfortable with the dark, with like knowing that no, ghosts do not live in my balcony for sure.
Yeah.
And now you're afraid of ghosting.
No. that's definitely.
This is why I say I love writers. King wordplay. This wordplay, nice. I think ghost ka to rehta hi hai wo. I think it's movies and everything. Like if you go into darkness, you can see things, hear things. Suddenly, window opens and you're like, can a ghost fit through my window? Just.
I can add to that. I mean, you have fear of ghosts, right? I had a fear of a red light. I mean, there was this red color bulb in my maternal home. I'm like, I'm not going there. I don't know what the fuck is in there in that red light.
The red light is intense, but suddenly if this red light here, it's just like
Imagine you're in 4th.
interrogation. Yeah.
आधी रात को red light के through washroom I'm like नहीं, मैं रोक लेगी but नहीं.
Fair enough. I
सोलो ट्रैवलिंग में रिसेंटली मैंने
Yeah.
मुझे बहुत डर लगा था अकेले ट्रैवल करने में, बट मैंने अभी वाराणसी से दार्जिलिंग कोलकाता अकेले
Oh, damn. What are like 2-3 things you tell, like to keep us in mind? Even you, huh? You've also done solo trips, so both of you tell us like two things we need to keep in mind when we go on a solo trip. Anything, it can be anything. It can be like pack your towels or get more tissues. I don't know. It could be anything.
मतलब वहाँ से क्या क्या
No, I'm saying give any tip. कोई भी tip दे दो. Solo travel, हमको अगर solo travel करना है, तो कोई भी 2 tip दे दो that you've learned in this trip.
एक तो ऑफलाइन मैप
Often मैं नेटवर्क कहाँ था?
बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट कभी भी नेटवर्क नहीं मिलता एंड मम्मी को कॉल करते रहो, क्योंकि मेरे साथ एक सिचुएशन हुआ था दार्जिलिंग में कि देन मुझे रात के 4 बजे मुझे पहुंचना था. मैं 4 बजे स्टेशन पे पहुंची थी और वहाँ पे कोई भी नहीं था उस वक्त की जो लेकर मुझे वहाँ पे. देन उसके बाद एक बोला कि मैं आपको लेके जाऊंगा बट कोई और नहीं आएगा, आपको अकेले ही देना पड़ेगा, वरना 400 लगता है. तो 2000 ले लिया उसने मेरे से. 2200 मतलब कोई बात नहीं, चलो. एंड देन मेरी फोन की बैटरी डेड ऐसा हो गया. एंड देन मुझे उस वक्त उन्होंने फिर 2-3 लोगों को और रास्ते में बिठा लिया. एंड देन मेरी फटके हाथ में आ गई क्यों. एंड देन मैं बोली कि आज बस कैसे भी मैं बस पहुंच जाऊँ और बस मम्मी से बात करूँ कि यार मम्मी आई रियली मैं प्यार करती हूँ आपसे हाँ प्यार करती हूँ आपसे I think मुझे ये feel हुआ
Fair enough. Thank you for sharing. 2 things.
सोलो ट्रैवल का नहीं है, एक इंसिडेंट है। मैं कॉलेज ट्रिप गया था एक माउंटेन ट्रैकिंग में, तो वी रीच्ड टू द टॉप। फिर मुझे अचानक से याद आया कि अगर मैं अपना फ़ोन नीचे रख कर आ जाऊँ अकेले तो मैं खुल के एंजॉय कर सकता हूँ। तो मैंने बिना किसी को बताया मैं नीचे चला गया और फ़ोन रख दिया।
Nice.
मैं ऊपर आके देख रहा हूँ कि मैं आया कहाँ से। वो रैपिड एक ऐसा रास्ता जा रहा था ऊपर टॉप में और एक ऐसे जा रहा था, तो ऐसे रास्ते में ऐसा किसी ने ऐसा कांडी रखा था।
हाँ.
तो मुझे लगा कि शायद मेरे फ्रेंड्स ने कि किसी ने रखा रहेगा ताकि कोई खो गया तो ये फॉलो करे। तो मैं वहाँ से नहीं कांडी के ऊपर से ऊपर गया, मैं क्लिफ में पहुंचा, कुछ नहीं खाई थी नीचे।
Oh shit. कितने बजे की बात है ये सब?
ये नून ही था।
Okay, okay.
तो दिख
I thought it's like 5-6 in the evening. Then it's like, how do I get back?
से वापस आया, वहाँ पे एक टूरिस्ट था, बोले ऊपर कैसे जाना है। मैं बोला यहाँ से जब आप पहुँच जाऊँगे मुझे खुद नहीं पता। तो वो वहाँ से चले गए। अब मैं आगे फिर गया, बोला शायद मेरे को और आगे जाना चाहिए था, कुछ रास्ता दिखेगा। वहाँ से गाय भाग के आ रही, कोई इंसान नहीं। फिर मैंने पता नहीं मुझे क्या हुआ, बोला एक बार यहाँ से जाके देखते। तो मैं यहाँ से गया, पानी आनी पार किया, टीचर सामने तो बोले कहाँ थे, बोला कहीं नहीं। वहाँ से टूरिस्ट थैंक यू भाई, बोला मैं
Wow, dude, very interesting. So remember, take your phones, but offline maps, and then mark. When you go on trek, I've realized mark your start point.
And don't go on an adventure like closer to sunset.
Closer is ever, not on the cliff.
Google Translate if you're traveling out of country.
Yeah, definitely.
Translate offload it like anywhere.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I wish we all can take international trips this year. Hopefully, yeah, it'll be fun. ठीक है, मैं लास्ट सेकंड परफॉर्मर को बुलाता हूँ. ठीक है, are you guys excited? Last two people. Let's go. Can we please have Gurleen? She's coming, guys. She's coming all the way from the back. Keep clapping till she comes on stage.
Sit down. How should I? Oh, thank you. Okay, nice. So, my very first time. I do write plays and not poetry, but not even songs. Okay, something. So I've moved here a couple of months back, very new to Bombay culture, and yeah, I was a victim of the thing which you talked about.
Situationship.
Yes, I don't want to call it a situationship. And the person whom I was with, it's always said कि बहुत worthy होता है अगर आप किसी के poet, musician, अगर आप इनके लवर बनते हो, क्योंकि वो आपको अमर कर सकते हैं. Obviously, कौन कॉर्पोरेट वाला तुम्हें एक्सेल शीट में अमर करके जाने वाला है, right? So it's better. So I fell for this person who's a musician, and as Imtiaz Ali quotes, टूटे हुए दिल से ही तो शायरी निकलती है. It happened very naturally. I was not a writer at all. So this is something which is the thing. From lying right next to you to dying in the text you do, sufficing a list of things to do, melodies and movies, just me and you. So हम लिस्ट बनाते हैं ना, इसके साथ ये देखेंगे, मूवी देखेंगे, वो देखेंगे, और वो अगर आपने वो गाना उनके साथ सुना है, आपने वो मूवी उनके साथ देखी है, वो एक इम्प्रिंट बन जाता है. It has like Rockstar, all these movies which you have seen with people. So, and he's a musician, okay? From being a muse in your music, amused by the way you ruined it. From 10 centimeters sleeping away, now it's in meters slipping away. From being like those puzzle pieces, puzzled around with no inner peace, longing for you to stay for as long as I say. Hard to sleep, tough to wake, lessons and learnings to take away. I met this person a month back. On Holi, he left for somebody else in front of me. I hope you don't share our songs with her, melodies that have now withered. Tired of always being the giver, for once, let me be the receiver.
It aches, it strains, it bleeds in pain. How brutal it is, we can never be us again. I still have 2.5 minutes. But that's it. I just wanted your opinion. Should I continue reading this up? Because I think it came up because this situation happened, and if I'm trying to write it again, anything which is there, वो नहीं हो रहा है, तो मुझे लग रहा है कि मुझे हर बार दिल तोड़वाना पड़ेगा ये करने के लिए, और this is this. But thank you guys for being such a good listener, and I am trying all sort of art forms and destroying all of them at once. I also do stand-up sometimes. So in Habitat, I'm performing on the 11th. If you are free, if you are nearby, just come on. And thank you so much, and welcome back to your host.
We have one last person, guys. One last person. It's okay, guys. Don't cry. Don't cry. It's fine. It's fine. We have to end it, okay? We have another event. I just like doing this after every show. It's just so much fun. You guys are just like, we're not even doing anything, okay? Look at our faces. So before we call the last performer, one bunch of rules or bunch of just information, announcement. One is live stream. Okay, you can take it, you can go to Habitat Studio and you can go to the live option and you can get the video and you can download it and put it up, give credit. Second, you'll get photos 3 to 4 days or 5 days or within a week, okay? Because we have events every day, we have like 2-3 events every day, so it gets very difficult to keep track. So within a week, you'll get your photos from today. It'll come in your DM from Habitat's account, right? The one that you interacted with for getting a slot. To get a slot, you have to say yes in whatever posts that come. There is no other way. Unfortunately, there is no other way. We have really tried. It doesn't work. So that's the way. Sundays and Mondays, we have open mics. Today, specifically, because of today, it was at 1 o'clock. Usually it's at 2, and Mondays is at 7. Apart from this, we have a new property called Creative Block Party. She's been a part of it the last time. And it's honestly a space where we can come in and do this, exactly this, but a little more experimental phase where you are you're trying something new, you're trying to crack a voice, crack a piece, trying to figure out which one, what am I going with, right? So, and it's a longer set, basically. So we have different poets and storytellers who we curate, who will come and do a show, and it's all for free. You just need to RSVP, and for that you can follow the page. It's called Creative Block Party. Block is with a C. It's a BLOC, not K. Follow that and you'll get all the updates for that. We usually have 2 in a month. This month we only have 1 on 26th of April. RSVP ka wohi hai. You'll get the link, go and RSVP on it, and you can come and attend for free. And those are really fun shows. Quite honestly, they're really fun. You can ask her. Yeah. And wo ho gaya, aur kya hai? We have events every day. I mean, if you guys want to come, you come. We have a lot of events every day with a lot of comedy shows and everything happening every day. Cool. Before I call the last person, let's just do one last slam book question, because you guys have been so nice enough to do this. Let's do one nice, right? Is it too much to ask what gives you hope? Is it too much to ask? Like too much as in it's too deep to be like, fuck, hope? What is hope? Cool, let's go. Let's end with this. What gives you hope today? What, you want to counter that?
She said that it's necessary. I said, can I counter that?
Oh, okay. Guys, also, if you liked anyone's work, if you liked anything, money we hardly get because of this right now, right? Very few people are getting paid. Validation is the key. Tell each other, you like this, you like that. It really helps because, again, writing is a long process. Maybe that one line just stays with you. I have had friends who have been doing for 5 years with, and there are people who still come, like, we've been doing this for 5 years. And there's a friend, poet named Adnan, and he'll come and he'll be like, that specific line, I also don't remember my own piece. And he's like, that line fucking stays with me. And I was like, how, dude? I also don't think that line is so special, right? But it stays with people. So please let people know. It's really important. Because this, like how we are figuring out that while growing up, it's always like me, I'm bad, right? It becomes a culture in a way in your head that every time you have to do something, you're like, and my fear of judgment is more towards me. Like, I want to stop judging myself for doing things and not be so critical constantly and be like, you'll suck at it. So what? like at least it's fun to do it, right? Like how you're trying to do different art forms. It doesn't matter like whatever the end result is. The point is you're doing it, and that's what matters. So yeah, sorry. What gives you hope? Anyone. If everyone wants to go, let's do that, and then I'll call the last person. We end it. But yeah, we have like 2-3 minutes before I call the next person. So quickly, yeah. Music. Yeah. But songs, lyrics, you're saying, yeah. A lot of people like just music and not lyrics. That's great.
Me time.
Your time? What is the one thing you love doing just when you're with yourself? Like, is it writing? Is it activity?
Actually, like मेरे से हो नहीं पाता me time. I cannot just sit with myself, and that is something I'm learning.
Okay.
Movie. Like I just have to go for a walk. Every day.
Yeah.
So I go out for a walk, without my phone. I just go around and walk, and I just look at people, and I just like form stories, and I love doing that.
I love doing that,
recently
yeah.
I realized कि यार बस जाओ कुछ भी करो. I paint. Like I don't really paint. Like I used to paint. I was an artist before. Like I was an art student my whole life, and then I switched to film and everything. तो अभी मैं ऐसे करती हूँ. I don't paint, but मैं colors लेके बैठ जाती हूँ. कुछ भी कर लूँगी. मतलब कुछ भी कागज.
You're still a painter, but you know that, right?
Yeah, I just
It's
just
yeah.
sitting and just doing
Yeah.
the thing that the part of me that I'm exploring.
Yeah.
Right, like these days. That is what is giving me hope.
That's nice. It's lovely. It sounds so reassuring. It really feels like we're on the same boat and we will reach a shore one day.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, yeah. That's great. Yes. Anyone, last.
पता नहीं रोम को मूड से आई थी मतलब पता नहीं
Huh?
आई थिंक क्योंकि रियल लाइफ में तो नहीं हो रहा है ऐसा प्यार पे वो लेकिन कब से देख हो सकता है यार बिलीव फेथ मत खो
See, my belief of Bollywood movies are, honestly, so the guy comes, okay, the girl comes, now there is a song. In that song, they've already gone through all the awkward dates, they've met each other multiple times. At the end of the song, they're besties, dude. And I was like, no, show me the awkwardness in the first date. When you're like, what do I tell now? I've already said I'm a lighter. I've already said I watched this, I watched that. Finished, we found all common things. और मैं इतना देखता भी नहीं हूँ, right? So if I ever went on a date also earlier when I used to go to, it's so difficult to meet people through like TV shows and stuff. Anyways, that's a different topic. But anyways, thank you for that. That makes sense. But I just feel like ये गाने में खत्म कर देते हैं लोग. दिखाना चाहिए और. Anyone last? Anyone?
I think my problem was more like toning down hope.
Oh, okay.
I was like always hopeful in situations.
Yeah, same.
That's also bad because
Too much is also bad, yeah. Between is okay.
kicks you.
Like, yeah, it does sometimes. Sometimes. Expectations, can't help it.
I think I used to be that person. I used to be like very very hopeful about things. Now I'm like life है, जीनी है. रो के जियो या हंस के जियो वो तुम्हारे ऊपर है. बस वो कंट्रोल करना.
Yeah.
So trying to हंस के जीने की कोशिश.
Yeah. I spend most of my life crying. I love it. I love crying so much. I just stopped crying when I became numb. But I loved crying for everything, dude. In school, someone called me a bastard. And someone told me the meaning of bastard and I cried. Yeah, because they were like, you don't have parents. And I'm like, I have parents. So I cried. That's all I needed. Lovely. So
I think,
yeah.
Like one more thing is, I think kindness is new hope. Because जब से मैं मुंबई आई ना, it's very loud. लोग की चिल्ला रहा है, कोई से आंख पे चढ़ रहा है, local trains. It's very chaotic. So like this one day, like I was going to office and like मैं गाड़ी से आ रहा, I go from scooty. So I was going and मतलब एक truck था and मैं जा ही नहीं पाई थी, मेरे को late हो रहा था. So there was this like car वाला था. He moved ahead and he was like, you go. It was just
It's small, yeah.
kindness. It just gives me hope.
Yeah.
There are good people.
It's not small, I think it's big. Because to consider someone else, when you can't do that, when most of the world is like, why do I think about someone else? In that moment, even he could be late, or whoever the person is driving, it could be late or whatever. But in that moment, to give up on that circumstance and be like, I'll not think about myself and think about someone else is a very big deal. I don't think it's a small deal in today's time. It's a very, very big deal.
Small things that I really admire. Just
Yeah.
Pani puri khate वक्त, I always like to sukha puris. So there was a guy who gave
Very
me
specific.
sukha puris without asking. So I was like, "Wait, din mila mera."
Nice. Your alternate two-liner could be this for adult slam book that I eat 2 sukha puris after I'm done with pani puri. Great, lovely. Thank you so much.
Sorry.
No, please.
Validation from your loved ones give you hope. And I think as an artist, हम 2 वक्त की रोटी और 1 वक्त की validation के लिए भूखे हैं.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I think वो hope देता है.
Yeah, it does. But then we also have friends, like all kinds of friends, right? That's fun and bad at the same time. It's just like advertising firms. We came back to a full circle in a way. But before I call the last person, I genuinely want to thank all of you guys. Thank you for coming today, for choosing to be here today, even in this small crowd, for choosing to participate, for being a nice human being in general and today, and for sharing, being vulnerable. It really takes a lot. So please continue doing what you're doing. Doesn't matter if it's this stage or any other stage in wherever, your hometown or anywhere else, right? As long as you're doing it and as long as you're honest, which I think you guys are, it shows and you can feel the same emotions, right? So please keep doing this, whether wherever it is in the city, just keep doing it. Even if you want to do it with friends, just gather a bunch of friends in your home and be like, I'm going to talk for 50 minutes, shut up and listen, right? Why are they your friends otherwise, right? Half of my stuff, I'm like, मैं अपने shows ना आधे तुम लोग को बिठा के घर पे ना, I'll just keep boring you. Even if you were there in the story, I will still bore you with the same information, right? Because you, yeah. So just keep doing what you're doing. I think it really matters. Thank you so much for coming, for sharing. I'm going to call the last person. I'll come back, and when I come back, I'll say whatever bye, and then we can have a group photo on stage, so all of you can come and let's do this. Apart from that, I've given all of the basic information. Follow people. I think it's, again, follow people. That Instagram, it's a pain, dude. Instagram is a pain, right, for all of us. So I think we should help each other only. Forget like hoping the algorithm will help us or some person is going to come and something will go viral. Fuck that. I've realized after working for 5 years, you never know, dude. We shoot videos every day and you don't know what will become viral, what will not become viral. Who predicts? No one. So forget the algorithm, fuck it actually, rather, and let's just support each other. That's much better to feel like that. So thank you for giving me hope and for acknowledging things and being here and being present. It really means a lot. Have a great Sunday. I'm going to call the last person for today, okay? And all of you, go mad when you do that. Okay, last person. So please have Akshada. Keep clapping till she comes on stage.
क्योंकि I came late. Okay, so I'm not the last performer, guys. That's thank you so much for like. I'm so sorry to kind of do this right after the hope stuff because I'm at a phase in my life where I'm kind of really discovering. जैसे बोला कि जो शब्द नहीं आते हैं ना कभी इतने इंटेंस इमोशंस होते हैं तो मैं उनको शब्दों में कोश करने की कोशिश कर रही हूँ so and the thing is like I have daddy issues would be an understatement but just to get started like when you grow up in a household like my mother is financially independent she's an officer like she doesn't need my dad but she chooses to stay with him just because that generation believes marriage is the end all be all and but like growing up when you see the wrong person winning every argument and the whole society siding towards that, you lose hope. And it takes something very guttural from you because hope comes from saying, if I do this, if I work hard enough, if I do the right thing, something good will happen. But if you keep seeing when the person who's right always losing, it takes that away from you. So this is called, how do I rationalize this? How do I rationalize this when you get away with everything and lend the blame on us? The world refuses to see pass through your charades of kindness and generosity. The luck we must have had to be called your family. And I'm sure someone would call it luck getting away with playing the victim while actually being the bully. When I was younger, I held on to happy endings promised in fairy tales and stories. That maybe one day you will pay for your sins. But as days go by, you keep adding sins to a bucket that was already full. I'd like to believe the world would believe us, but it always chooses to believe you. Your fake nice always wins. You've scared me for life. You've scarred me for life. So much so that life seems like an endless battle I'm about to lose. My world was forever colored by your cruelty. My world where I was convinced that there are no happy endings, beginnings, or anything in the middle. You will always be in the corner waiting for the next time I try and reach for the stars, just so that you could shake the solid ground that I stand on. There's no light left in me, there's no fight left in me, because there's nothing to fight for. I have a minute and I have a small poem after that I wanted to, and this is you have read this because I posted it on Insta. Again, my Insta ID is Arai Writer because I'm Arai in every sense of the word. So this is about, again, I've been doing a lot of introspection, and I have been diagnosed with depression and anxiety, and there's this outside facade that I have of being this person, which I just can't keep up on most days. So this is that. Some days I believe in hope, some days I believe in love, most days I don't. Some days the to-do list seems doable, most days it crumbles me to the ground. Some days I will do everything I can, most days I stay stuck, paralyzed in the fear of my own decisions. Some days I believe in chasing the sun, most days I find a dark corner of my mind. Some days I feel like I can conquer the world, most days the world conquers me. Some days I feel pretty, most days I feel like an ugly rotten bore. Some days I feel like I'm worth it, most days I feel like I'm worthless. Some days I can see a future, most days I can barely survive the next 5 minutes. Some days I feel like taking care of me, but most days I convince myself that there is no point. Some days I believe in love, in hope, most days I don't. Thank you.
Last second performer, okay? I forgot to tell you at the beginning of the show, my math is bad, okay? So if I open each, okay, to theek hai. So we have last person now. Before that, I was going to say something. I totally forgot. After what she said, I was going to say something. नहीं याद आ रहा मेरे को. हाँ अभी ऑप्शन ही नहीं है. और का ऑप्शन नहीं, बुलाना पड़ेगा नेक्स्ट को. Okay, cool. Cool. Same drill. We'll call the last person. I'm really excited. It's so cool. This is the first show. Like, I mean, in that way, we didn't have audience, but everyone performed. We all performed, so it's really cool. I was going to tell you, I do stories. Now I remembered. I do stories. You can say no if you want to. Okay. I'm just doing a survey right now. Okay. I want to do trial shows because I feel like in open mic it gets difficult because there's so much of other work and context and so much else I have to do. So I want to do this solo show where I can just come and try out stuff that I have in my head. Would you guys ever be interested in attending, being a part of a show like that? Again, you can say no if you want, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Cool. So I will probably think about this and put something on my Instagram. So do the needful, please. My Instagram handle is YSOHARSH. It's why so harsh because we are very harsh to ourselves. Thank you. It came to me randomly. Yeah. Yeah, it came randomly, dude. And when I was growing up, I met a lot of people who are not from India, so they would always keep saying harsh to my name. और वो लोग हंसते थे because उतना harsh का like मतलब नहीं आया था इंडिया में. Harsh in Gujarati or Hindi is laughter or laughing or smiling. So my parents were going for that. And then these people we met on trips and all, then they were like harsh, harsh. And then later they would laugh and then be like, I don't understand. They were like, oh, it's also another term for this. I was like, oh. And then I grew up and then just go to therapy every time just telling myself, I need to stop being a dick to myself. I need to just stop being an asshole. I need to just... And then one day I was just sitting and I was like, why so harsh? Oh my God. Then it just... Yeah, it literally happened one night. I was just sitting and I was like, that's a great name, dude. Shit, I wish, like, you know, I wish people get it. And sometimes people get, sometimes people don't. The minute they see Y in my name, they say, hi, Yash. And I have to be like, man, nahi hui Yash.
Why so young? Yes.
Yeah, why so Yash? People keep saying, why so Yash? Why? I'm like, पढ़ लो ना यार. इतना मुश्किल है क्या? ठीक है. Anyways, we'll call the last person now, okay? Last person. Throw all the energy you have. Yeah. Lil Mo, can please have Shubhi.
ठीक है, तो ये दर्द में मन की मन से कॉन्वर्जेशन, ठीक है. ये कोई इमोशनल दर्द नहीं है, पहले बता देती हूँ. ये हाथ का दर्द है क्योंकि सोशल मीडिया कंसल्टेंट टू सारा काम फ़ोन पे होता है मेरा. अगर हाथ ही नहीं रहेगा तो फ़ोन कैसे चलाऊंगी? बहुत प्रॉब्लम है. ठीक है, फिर खुद ही को मोटिवेट कर लेते हैं क्योंकि कोई और तो आएगा नहीं करने के लिए. तो खुद को कह रही हूँ मैं, कितना दर्द है इस दुनिया में.
कितना दर्द है इस दुनिया में. मेरे तो सिर्फ कंधे तक ही आया है. ठीक है. अब मुझे क्या आदत है भगवान से बातें करने की कि गॉड यार क्या कर रहे हो यार, ऐसे तो कर दो. ठीक है. तो अब सपने इतने सारे हैं. अभी 1 साल पहले तो यहाँ पे आके शुरू किया था, हाथ टूट जाएगा तो अब काम कैसे करूँगी. तो वापस बैक टू स्क्वायर वन ना चले जाऊँ. तो खुद ही अब बातें कर रही हूँ खुद से. बोल रही हूँ ज़मीन पे चलना मुझे भी पसंद है, ज़मीन पे चलना मुझे भी पसंद है, लेकिन हवाओं में भी उड़कर देखना चाहती हूँ. सुना है इस आसमान से दुनिया बड़ी हसीन लगती है. सुना है इस आसमान से दुनिया बड़ी हसीन लगती है. मैं भी वो हसीन नज़ारा देखना चाहती हूँ. अब क्या है कि जो मेरा प्रोफेशन है वो मेरी बॉडी मुझे परमिट कर नहीं रही है करने के लिए. तो बहुत लॉस्ट हो गई हूँ. ठीक है. अब कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है भाई इधर जाऊँ कि उधर जाऊँ. फिर इंसान क्या होता है ना, जब बीमार हो जाता है या जब कुछ हो जाता है ना, तब देखने लगता है कि भाई मेरे साथ ये दोस्त है कि नहीं है, मेरे साथ में कोई इंसान है कि नहीं है. कौन है तो भाई दिल पे ले लिया, ओ इसने मेरी हेल्प की थी. और जो नहीं है वो ये मेरा दोस्त था, रोज़ हैंग आउट करते थे, अब कहाँ चले गए भाई. ठीक है. अब मुझे दिख रहा है कि कोई हो नहीं हो, अपने मम्मी पापा जो होते हैं वो बिना कोई रिटर्न मांगे बिल्कुल निस्वार्थ होकर वो हमारे साथ होते हैं. तो उनके लिए 2 लाइन्स. उन्हें छोड़ के ये हंसी जा रहे, लेकिन ये वाला सीरियस था. ठीक है. ठीक, कोई बात नहीं है. निस्वार्थ वो है, मैं थोड़ी हूँ. कौन बच्चा होता है निस्वार्थ, वो सिर्फ माँ बाप होते हैं, वो अपन नहीं हो सकते. हाँ सही बात है. ठीक है. तो मम्मी पापा के लिए है ना, जिन्हें छोड़ के अपन आ जाते हैं सपने पूरे करने के लिए, उनके लिए. ढूंढता रहा लॉस्ट होके. ठीक है. ढूंढता रहा गुमशुदगी में मैं जिन्हें, होश में वो मेरे पास थे. तो ये अब क्या हो रहा है ना कि भूल गई मैं. ठीक है.
High five.
ठीक है. अब क्या हो रहा है, सपने तो देख लिए मैंने, पर हाथ टूट गया. पहाड़ पे गई थी मैं एक, वहाँ से उतरते हुए हाथ टूट गया. अब सपने पूरे कैसे होंगे. लेकिन फिर खुद ही को मोटिवेट भी करना है. खुद ने बोल दिया भाई हसीन आसमान से नज़ारे भी देखने हैं. तो अब खुद को मोटिवेट करने के लिए लास्ट कुछ लाइंस जो मैंने खुद ही के लिए लिख दी. भाई मैंने कहा चलना भी पड़ेगा. देखो ठीक है. तो ठीक है. तेरी ये मासूम सी हंसी है चेहरे पे, तेरी ये मासूम सी हंसी है चेहरे पे, आँखों में सपने गहरे हैं. तुझे लगता है तूने दुनिया देख ली है, ऐसा ही लगता है हम सबको. अरे भाई मुझे सब पता है, पर अभी जानने बाकी कितने राज और कुछ गहरे अंधेरे हैं. खुद की रोशनी को महसूस करने के लिए अंधेरों से गुजरना होगा. इसीलिए कभी मायूस मत होना, चलते रहना, जल्दी सवेरा होगा. थैंक यू.
Thank you. You spoke very little, but this is one of the funniest things I've seen. Like, and it's not your performance, it's just the way you were doing it. It was so funny, dude. Yeah. Have you been told by your friends that you're very, what is the right word? You're unintentionally funny. Like, it just, you don't happen to try.
That's why मुझे समझ में नहीं आता मैं कॉमेडी में जाऊँ कि सीरियस बात. यहीं पे प्रॉब्लम आ जाती है.
Just be yourself. I think that's enough. The way you're going at this rate, it's too good. Man, it's too funny, dude. I can't. It just. Anyways, okay, cool. So that brings us to the end of today's open mic. Thank you so much for coming. Can we please have an applause for everybody? Yeah. Now I request all the performers, which means every single one of you, come up on stage. Let's take a group photo and then we can go home. Thank you so much.